Right, here's what's happened so far. Having set out on a quest to find his friends, Snow arrives at the last bastion, where he finds King Carnelian and Hendrik. At the king's orders, Hendrik and our hero head out on a mission to infiltrate Heliodor Castle, which has been overrun by marauding monsters. The best way to enter the castle undetected is through the sewers, so the pair start to climb the Start to climb the cliff face that leads there. During their ascent, the sky darkens as a swarm of monsters set out toward the bastion. With no choice but to press on, they pray for the safety of their fellow survivors and turn their attention back to the treacherous climb. Hendrik has a hunch that the master of the monsters will have made himself at home in the throne room, but the stairways that lead there lie in ruins. So they set out to search for another way up. They soon stumble on an Yggdrasil route, which shows them some scenes from Hendrik's youth, thanks to which the hard-nosed knight remembers a secret staircase. And Thomas needs batteries. Hi, Misa. How did your stream go last night? Sorry I couldn't stay. It was incredibly late. Oh, we got Cam as well. Cam, what's up, man? Good to see you again. Back to a much slower paced game today. Not a bad thing necessarily. Let's see if I can actually beat this boss this time. No, you don't. How are you, Cam? Hope you're well, dude. I think I remember where I've got to run. Oh yeah, it was a secret door through here, wasn't it? So no worries, it's totally cool. It was great. No hangover today. Okay, so you heeded my warning then. Didn't get too drunk. I have to admit, like, streaming while tipsy is fun. I can't imagine like how bad it would be streaming drunk though. I think it'd be a real bad idea for me, at least. Ah, shit! I think I've got to loot all of this stuff again. Hang on, we'll just skip through all the books. Because I lost my save point, didn't I? God damn it. Doing well. Work day is almost over. That's always good. How's your day, man? Yeah, pretty good, man. Pretty good. I'm still trying to like fix my sleeping pattern after that editing thing the other night. So I've got, yeah, that's not great. Slowly but surely I'll be able to fix that. Usually the way to fix it is to get a bit drunk and then I want to sleep straight away. Maybe not the best way of going about it, but it certainly works for me. Oh, I've got to loot all this shit again as well. Don't want to get drunk. Had class at 8 AM. Yeah. Don't do that. Bad times. I never drank when I was at school. I didn't go to uni, so yeah, I never experienced trying to learn while drunk. I don't think that would have gone well at all. Not a drunk stream. No, I think I've done a tipsy stream playing. What was it we played? It was Jackbox. That was all right. But Jackbox is a scary game to play because you have to be careful what you say. Not all humour is safe, unfortunately. Yeah, no, Mickey, no. That doesn't sound like my sort of game. In all honesty. But hey, there's something for everyone, right? No kink shaming, but that is not for me at all. Oh look, I think I missed these last time. Oh no, I know. I'm just saying. By the sounds of it, that is not for me. Don't want to fight you. Jackbox can be funny if everyone's humour is the same. Yeah, it's. You know what? I don't want to really censor my humour. My humour's quite. It can be quite dark in real life. I made a really dark joke to Sea of Symphonies last night, and it's not one I'd probably say on stream. But I think that's the thing with humour, isn't it? You're meant to. I think it's fine to find humour in stuff that is like tragic. You've just got to be, you know. There's obviously a time to say it and a time not to say it. But yeah, it's a dangerous game to play, and I'll be honest. I find myself like I can't laugh at stuff as much because I with those kind of games I laugh with like the harsh humour. Not everyone does. Reese, no, you haven't. I'm just making my way back to that boss again right now. Good to see you again, dude. But it's yeah, I like Jackbox. Like I said, the most fun I've had with it was at a stag do. That was the most fun I've had. It was everyone was drunk. We all knew each other. We all had the kind of the same sense of humour. It was very funny. Now, is it going to let me skip the cutscene, or am I going to have to watch it all again? Looks like we're watching it. I'll try and skip it, if it will let me. Nope, stuck. Yeah, more fun at parties. Well can we skip? Yeah, we can. I just keep smashing the buttons until it works.
What?
Misa, have you been playing Monster Hunter for a while? I've noticed a lot of people getting like streaming it recently. I just wondered if there's something going on that's causing that, like an event or something.
Why was... What?
What? While we're doing this, does Thomas have any chocolate? Guys, we have a crisis. I've run out of mini eggs. It's not good. It's really bad. I declare a national emergency. I do have hobnobs, but I kind of wanted mini eggs. Yeah, it's an appreciation.
Well, no. I will be second best. No.
Oh, all of the events that are passing the game are available until the 21st. Okay. It's the 1 year anniversary, right? Yeah, because they've done a few things. Like there was a Street Fighter one. There was a Devil May Cry one, wasn't there? That's a good idea. The fact they keep cycling it, so you can always get them back again. But yeah, I've not played it properly. I made a character and then got past the tutorial bit and stopped because I was sort of I was playing something else at the time. But I just wanted to see what the character creator was like.
It is the Jasper.
Also, how important is the gear in that game? Because I really I want to look cool. But if stats are important, then, you know. I guess the stats are important, aren't they? Oh, guys, come on. Please let me skip it. Gear is super important, right. There's no, like, transmog sort of stuff in it, is there? Monster Hunter, Reese. Jasper is such a weak name for such an edgy guy. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that, Mickey. It's you know, it could be worse. Could call him like, oh, I'm Dave. You can get a layered armor that makes you look pretty. Okay, that's always my main concern in those games. I want to look the prettiest. Or the coolest. So you can use different armors from other sets. Oh, okay. So kind of like a transmog sort of thing then. Oh, right. See if I can actually do it this time. Hi, C. See, we were just talking about that dark joke that I made last night. And like how not everyone would enjoy that sort of humour. I can't remember if spells were better. Let's try it again, I forget. That's not bad. I might do that. Made it far more tiered than previous Monster Hunter games. Okay. I'd still like to give it a go at some point. Hey, we did 69 damage, guys. Thanks, Misa. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. Hope you have a nice lunch.
69, dudes!
There it is. Hope to see you soon. We're actually just doing 69 damage each time. You feel the need to bury a lot of people today. Things didn't improve them. Just checking the sound. Seems alright to me. Reese, I got my copy for 20 quid when it came out through some deal trickery. I feel like that's a good deal for it. Oh shit, should have put the other thing back on. Let's get... No, I'll heal. I can't risk it. Do you, Reese, I was going to say though, dude, do you think it might be partially because you played a lot of it before and now you kind of burnt yourself out, perhaps? Could that be a thing? There's a load of barnacles. That good, eh? Can I parry this move? Oh. They're doing it on him, it's fine. Rob, how's it going, man? God, I really hope I do this boss this time. I hope you're well, dude. Okay, so we're still not guaranteed a parry here. Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Oh god. Oh god. Cutting out a bit close. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm alright, man. I'm alright. I think I enjoyed Apex Legends a little bit too much yesterday. It's kind of worrying how much I enjoyed that game. Part of the fact the crafting system feels less fun, which is a big part. Oh, really? Okay. Am I not going to get any parries at all? I thought that was really going to help me out. Got your gaming laptop working again, good as new. Can't wait for classic. Wow. Wait, is Classic WoW not out yet? I thought it was out already. I've literally got not one parry yet. This is just going to go on forever, isn't it? But it works with him. Is it just special moves that I can't parry? No, yeah, only private illegal servers that get shut down eventually. People playing demos during BlizzCon. I've got to admit, I don't really see the draw of WoW Classic. Oh, there you go. Like, I don't feel like that's a good. It's good to go back to it. Oh, fuck off. Welsh Immortal, thank you for the follow, dude. Appreciate it. Reese, well, I mean, if the stream's gone down for you, I can't even tell you that it hasn't gone down, but... Yeah, because I remember, like, a lot of WoW Classic, well, vanilla WoW being not that fun. I feel like perhaps Wrath of the Lich King was the best point. I don't know. I really liked. I even really like the new stuff. Really. I think nostalgia might kick people in the arse a little bit here. I do feel like a lot of people are going to play it and like, oh shit, it's actually not as good as I remember. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, Mo, that's what I'm worried about. I feel like rose-tinted specs is going to be a thing there. I'm just going to have to keep healing myself. Again, it's like the last fucking battle. Oh, he's run out of MP. That's interesting. Can he get it back, though? I don't remember him running out of magic last time. Lich King was great. I had a lot of good times on Lich King. 5th best geared DK in Europe at the time. Wow, that's impressive, dude. I was probably like, oh shit, I needed that. I was maybe like 5th best geared paladin on the server, but not in Europe, definitely not. Yeah, Reese, I don't know what it is, dude. The only thing I can think is that maybe too many people are using your internet. Hi, Brands. They do a follow-up to Monster Hunter World, they need to sort the crafting system out. I think they might keep World going for a while, rather than updating it. I think they might keep it going for a little while. Oh man, I'm getting all the crits this time. That's exactly what I need. Look at that, and the parry even worked. Had no job and played... Sorry. Played 18 to 19 hours a day. Holy shit, dude. I did play a lot. I did play a lot, but not that much. Let's get that back on. Like, I do feel like playing WoW is probably one of the reasons that I wear glasses. Okay, so you can parry those. Yeah, see, I know what you mean. I do know what you mean. That means you just need some time off. Generally. None shall... Wait, hang on. Do I have a command for that? None shall pass. It's a bit quiet, but you get the point. All lasted for about 6 months till my dad gave me a kick up the arse and got a job. I gave it up completely because I couldn't keep up. It's impossible, isn't it? That's the one thing I didn't really like about raiding, was that you had to put so much fucking time into it. It eventually felt like a job, and it wasn't fun. So I totally get it. Get that back on. Mickey, how's the art going? Come on, give me another crit. Another crit would be lovely. Actually, that will help. Although I need a heal. Doing the line art. Is this the one you've been working on that we've seen the progress for? I was going to say, can you not? Yes! Another one or two of those will do it. It's looking good, man. I really like it. I think it looks good. Ah, oh, look at that. The parry's starting to work. Oh my god, it's so good. How did I do without it? Now, why is it suddenly parrying everything now? Not complaining. Thank you, Hendrik. Let's get the stance back up. Right, it's just about, the pep's just about to run out, so hopefully we get a crit with this one. I love it! Fucking love it.
None shall pass.
Seems to be getting pep a lot quicker this time as well. He's got to be really low now. I'm just trying to like avoid, like, I know fire does more damage, but I'm trying to save as much magic as I can, just so Hendrik doesn't drop magic potions on me instead of like heals and stuff. Yes! Thank fuck for that. Thank fuck for that. Look how much XP we got! Yo. We've got more heal. That would have been really helpful in that fight. I think I've got points for... Oh no, look. I was going to save up for Giga Slash because that sounded really cool. Apparently Falcon Slash is really good as well. I'm probably going to like swap over to... Hang on, there's... Great Sword Mastery. Yeah, I think I'm gonna swap over to Great Swords later on because Great Swords has this. Where is it? Oh, actually no. I think that's just. Is that just Sword Mastery? Yeah, Sword Mastery has that. And able to use the occasionally counterattack after a successful block or parry. So if you use that with Great Swords, you're just essentially getting free attacks. So we'll save up for that.
No! My darling darkness! Do not leave me! Do not let the light prevail!
Yeah, He-Man! We got the Poiple Orb. Do you hear those noises they're making? They're like, ooh!
Obsidian. Thank the heavens I have one truly faithful friend.
That's a fucking massive horse.
The darkness may have dissipated, but we cannot know what toll the battle took. We must return to the last bastion and see what, if anything, remains.
That's too big. That horse is too big. Yeah, but see, that was a deliberate one. That I deliberately made that noise. Auto saving. Last bastion, there you go. Right down the bottom. Head straight there. I think that is the best sound effect, yeah. I think so. No, Reese, I beat it. Have faith in me, dude. I only died once. Yeah, we beat knockoff Skeletor. I'm gonna have to like start searching around these areas again because it's dropping different materials now, which I'm probably gonna need for up, like you know, building some of the newer weapons and shit later on. Well, looks like they're all right. Just grab these bits. Get off the horse because I can't use it anyway in a sec. Oh, come on. Really? I was going to say. A Chimera wing. Game stopped there for a brief second. Get all the things. It is satisfying collecting them, isn't it? Right, hopefully... I bet you someone's been kidnapped. And we're going to have to go and rescue them. Probably Gemma. Was it Gemma? Don't you reckon that noise when you like go to another area sounds like a shit Transformers noise? First of all, let's get a motherfucking save in. Same, see. I love collecting all the loot. Got to search every like nook and cranny of an area before you move on. Find all of the gears. And a grubby bandage again, my favourite. Look, it says there's a little dude up there, so it probably means there's some treasure inside the church. But unfortunately, I don't believe I can get in it yet. No, definitely not. Hello. Search it from top to bottom to find out what's wrong. Everyone's just disappeared. Also super distracted by it. I'm like, oh man, let's run here to the treasure. Yeah, but that's fine. Nothing wrong with that.
Someone! Anyone! Your Majesty? Please. Somebody! Wait. That noise.
That noise, it's shit horns. They climb up the mountain. So come raise your voices in song. We thought days of sunshine were gone. Oh, happy day. Glad. Oh, fuck off then. If you're not going to give me time to read it, I'm not going to fucking read it. At least voice it, you cunts. Mash. I was glad to.
You did it, Hendrik. You saved us all.
That was really rude. You interrupted me, King. Mash. It's got a lot more interesting. It's a lot more interesting. How are you, dude? I am crabby.
Wait, let me through. Let me look at you in the daylight at last. Oh, yes, my handsome little soldier. My hero. Just look at you.
You set aside your differences with Hendrik, with me, and fought to bring back the light. We are forever in your debt.
Give me money.
The world is still in a desperate state. But now we have something. We have hope. We have the luminary. May you banish the darkness once and for all.
See, that's the main character's mum.
Hendrik, my ever-faithful knight. Today's victory is as much yours as anyone's. Your strength, too, will be needed in the struggle to free the world from evil. You know what you must do.
Mash, do you feel like you've done well in them?
The people of the last bastion will learn to make do without you, as I hope will I. So please, do not hesitate. Do what you know you must.
See the guy in the back right, like holding the flag up? He looks like a child with a mustache drawn on. Right? I don't know, the heights in this game are very weird.
Honored luminary. I serve you now. Though it cost me my life, I will stand beside you until the darkness is no more.
Darkness. It is like Kingdom Hearts Mo, yeah. Cool, so we actually have Hendrik as a party member now. I'm guessing he's the last one. Done well on all of them except the one today. Sam today was just, it never happens, moving on. Can you do retake, Smash?
Dawn breaks in Heliodor. The first victory in the fight against the darkness is ours.
Celebrations at the last bastion continue long into the night, and the sound of joyous song echoes through the valleys. Then morning comes, and everyone's hungover as fuck. Glad I'm not the only one who refuses to get rid of that costume. Storm, it's really good, man. I haven't got rid of it yet because I haven't found anything better. But I would like to find something a bit newer. It is very good though. It's very good. Right, best of the Bastion. What if clearing the black clouds from over Heliodor and returning the light to the people of the last Bastion? 50 accolades. What? Where? Can I actually see where the accolades are? Like, what? Do they give us anything, or? I don't think they do they? No. No worries, Mickey. Thanks for popping in, man. Passed it for sure, but it's going to ruin my grade average. What's shit, Reese? What's happened? I'm alright. I'm alright, thanks, Granny. Just going to grab some more loot. Why? It's always a grubby bandage there. Give me good shit. Stream literally jumping minutes at a time. What? Is that happening for anyone else, or? Found some a little better, but I'm like, I don't want to go back to the purple coat. Yeah, that's the. I'm not. I mean, for me, it'd be alright, I think, because I haven't really used the purple coat a lot. But, yeah, I understand what you mean. It'd be good if you could, like, mix and match. Like, I think this would be... I think I'd prefer this if you didn't have the helmet on. Like, if you could hide it. I think that should be an option. The king seems keen to see you. He wants you to go to his tent right away. Maybe he's going to have you locked up again. Heh, just my little joke. He'd never do a horrible thing like that to someone as nice as you. Except for the time he did.
I trust that you slept well? Or did the people perhaps not permit you the luxury of rest, eh?
Reese, try changing the output to 480p or something. See if that sorts it out.
Or even better. There is no surer sign of a kingdom at peace than a high-spirited populace.
Are you saying everyone was drunk, Mr. Carnelian?
Now, to more serious matters. Hendrik, there is something I wish you to have.
The shield of Heliodor. Sire.
You are like a son to me. And it is a father's duty to prepare his offspring for the dangers that await them. You will have need of it, I am sure.
It's a pretty good looking shield.
You wear it well. The shield has always been the mark of our mightiest knights. There can be none mightier than the Luminary's own guardian. You have no complaints, I trust.
No, my liege.
I understand that you had hoped for the World Tree to guide you on your quest. Alas, it is no more. But all hope is not lost. Your father once told me that Yggdrasil was not the only sacred place in Adria.
I'm really not a fan of the platters, Storm.
He spoke of another, a holy mountain in the south known as Pang Lai.
It just looks like you're using like a fucking pot lid as a shield. It just looks crap.
The fate of those who dwell there is deeply intertwined with that of the luminary, or so he said. It may be mere hearsay, a conversation half remembered, but if it is true, you may yet find help in your quest to defeat the Lord of Shadows. Venture west through the Mangle Grove, and you will find a valley that leads to the Coast of Alor. Pass through the checkpoint beyond it, and you will soon find Mount Pang Lai. It is not a road I have traveled myself. Be prepared, and may your journey be a safe one.
I think this is it's quite an interesting way of doing this. Like, they let you go like free, search wherever you want to, unlock a bunch of stuff, get your ship and all that, and now they take it all away from you and they're making you re-explore stuff in a different like order with different enemies and stuff. I think that's quite an interesting way of like recycling content. They're so bad. They just look crap, don't they? They're really unsatisfying. I'd rather have just a wooden pot lid. It would look more interesting than like, oh, we've got 3 things that are the exact same thing. They're just different colours. It's just a bit lazy, isn't it? Zombies Bane. I've got to try and figure out what I'm going to... Actually, can we have a look at... So Hendrik's using great swords at the moment. But... we can put him in shields. Adopts a stoic stance that can greatly increase the number of blocks blocked with the user's shield. Block chance. So he's definitely a better, like, defensive character. Great sword guard. Immense defense. The Glockenspiel. How surprised are you with Hendrik joining the party? I'm not, because someone said it like immediately as I started the game. Like they said, oh, my favourite character is Hendrik. I can't remember who it was, but someone said like immediately that he was their favourite character, so I'm not surprised at all. Storm, do you reckon? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of making Hendrik's shield and sword, and then I'll make main character great swords. Hey Trom, what's up, man? I did. I beat the boss first go. Just seeing what else he's got here. Blind man's biff. Wholly impregnable. What's his sword abilities like? He seems to have a lot more abilities than all the other characters. I'm guessing that's something that will come up soon. Yeah, so he's got... if I'm going to go shields with him, I want to get a sword stance ideally, don't I? Does he have a parry move? Wait, is axes? Have I even seen axes yet? Yeah, Tron, it did. The sword stance like helped massively. You know what it is though? I don't think I didn't concentrate on the doppelganger, And it didn't seem like they attacked me as much either. I just thought it sounded funny, Tron. Yeah, so I think I might change him to swords and shields. Well, Mash, you thinking great swords on both? Or what do you reckon? Cute axe and shield. I haven't got any axes, I don't think. Either way, I think I'd probably change the main character over to great swords. So I think I've got a good one. I've got I could always nick Hendrick's sword, platinum sword. I got got the banishing blade. Yeah, basically, Storm. Yeah, there's a lot of puns, isn't there? So I wouldn't be surprised if it was exactly that. That razor wing has potential to paralyze any enemy it strikes. Wait, that iron headgear is better for Hendrick, really? Knight Cleaver. An old school sword with a razor sharp edge that's imbued with the power of light. I'll tell you what, I'll keep it as is for now. Can always have a mess around with that later. No way, Storm. Have a good one, man. Yeah, thank you, Storm. Appreciate you stopping in, man. Good to see you. No, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna rejig the points. What is it? It's rectification. $800 gold. Oh, it's well cheap. You know what? I thought that would be way more expensive. Oh, hang on a minute. Wait, it still lets me keep the sword mastery stuff. Hold on a second here. So I could still get Giga Slash. Oh wait, no, so it's one-handed, sorry. Increase the probability of scoring critical hit. Yeah, sorry, that's just for one-handed, isn't it? You got Giga Smash is the two-handed version. Alright, let's try this. So we'll go there. Where do I want to get to? Crit would be good. Helichopter. Any of the power-up ones would be good, wouldn't they? I want to get up to... I feel like getting 25% strength... sorry, 25%. 25 strength is going to be a good one. Let's try and get up there first. Because that's just a flat damage upgrade as well, isn't it? Wait, you can dual wield? Wait, what? With one-handers? I can't see any dual wield abilities here. Possibly Smash Rob. I don't have Rocket League. Well, I've got... And actually, I do have Rocket League. I've got it on the Xbox. It's crossplay, isn't it? Maybe. I'll be honest. I was gonna... I was possibly gonna do some I need to do some Division 2 beta at the weekend. But might do that. Might do that. I'll see. We'll see. Oh, would he be playing it on PS4? Fucking PS4. Shit, I didn't realise there was dual wielding. Fuck it, I'll try it. It's cheap enough, isn't it? I could try it out. I can try this. Counter when blocking and parrying. Do I go for that or do I go for crit? I think I'll go for... Actually, no, you know what? I'll go for that because Helichopter seems like it'd be useful for grinding enemies. What's in the middle? Frost Fangs. Let's grab that. That'll do for now. Sony haven't allowed it. The developer accidentally turned it on once. Yeah, I thought they weren't they? I keep forgetting which games actually cross-play now. Because Fortnite is, isn't it? Ian, are you back from your holidays? Wait, you mentioned dual wield the first day I played it. I honestly don't remember that. No clue. Heroism. Yeah, I don't know where to go with Hendrik. Has he already got an axe? He's already got some axe abilities. Hang on. You know what? I'm gonna respec Hendrik as well in a sec. Back from Poland. How was it? Did you have a good time? It looked like you took a load of pictures. Get rid of the axes. I'll try him with swords and shields. See how he gets on. Can always change it later, can't I? Defense when wearing. Block chance. Block and spiel. I think we'll go for that. Bit of attack as well as the defense. Can't be a bad thing, can it? Defense when wearing is going to be a better upgrade than block chance up. Because it's a guaranteed defense upgrade. Sound, I was watching anime and Crunchyroll died. Help. Tom, if you haven't done so already, there is a... Because this might help you. There is a... I think it's for Chrome only, but there is an add-on you can download which changes the Crunchyroll video player into a not shit one. I really recommend you getting it. Because I basically couldn't run Crunchyroll at all on my PC before that. It was so much better. What add-on is it called? Let me see if I can find out. Give me just a sec. Crunchyroll Chrome extension. I am a... What? Why are you calling me a nerd? I am a nerd. Okay, Tom, it's called Crunchyroll HTML5.
Excellent!
Give that a whirl and see if that works. Aren't they rolling out a decent-ish player by now? I don't think so, dude. I think they're still running the fucking Flash one or whatever the shit it is. Load of arse. Let's go for that. Start going around this way. Just make him the ultimate tank. Probably go up into here a little bit as well. kind of want to... Yeah, we'll get that. Wholly impregnable. Desperate measures, an all but impenetrable defensive stance that can deflect enemies' desperate attacks. That sounds good to me. Yeah, I kind of want to get like strength and stuff. Falcon Slash would be maybe good as well. Double up. Sacrifices defense in order to significantly increase attack. That should be good as well. If he's got good defense in the first place, I feel like that's going to be worth the sacrifice, isn't it? Perfect. Did a trial on Funimation because they have all the stupid dubs, and I wanted to catch up with AOT while playing games, but Funimation's play is much worse than Crunchyroll's. How is that possible? Like, how is that possible? I can't even think... Like, what? Are you going to go back to, like, fucking Real Player or something? You'd have to go that far back to make it shitter than the Crunchyroll one, wouldn't you? I don't know, Tron. I don't know. It's just the player. The service itself is fine, but the player is fucking awful. The only thing you don't like is it doesn't bookmark what episode you're on when you're watching different devices. It should do, Rob. I've watched stuff on different devices and it seems to have worked. That sounds like I suppose it depends on the device, maybe. What I really want them to do, I did send them a message, but they didn't respond. Because they're probably going to steal it and say it was their idea. I really wish you could, like, have a folder where you say, like, I've completed these. Because I don't want to delete them off of my, like, queue. But I'd like to put them in, like, a list of, like, I've finished this. I know it's only a little thing, but... There's something I want you to remember. You may be the luminary, and your destiny may be to save the world, but that will never change the fact that you're my boy. When all this is over, come back to Cobblestone. I'll be waiting for you. And don't worry, there'll be a nice stew waiting for you as well. Makes it totally worth it. Obsidian looks at Sir Hendrik sadly. Why can't he come with? You caught up, Reese. I don't know what's going on, man. Not as bad as Netflix. There's something about their player that means if you run dual or triple screens, it hitches every 5 seconds. Not a Netflix player, but when in whatever you're running as a Netflix player, spikes the shit out of the CPU every 5 seconds. Really, Ian? I've never had that problem. But like you said, if it's a double or a triple screen setup thing, then I wouldn't have seen it. Wait, Crunchyroll has switched from Flash. Really? Tom, how's it going, man? Mr. Howson, are you about tomorrow night, potentially, for a meet-up? Not gonna lie, I sort of want to blame Kyle. What's Kyle done? What did he do wrong? It's fine as long as you aren't trying to play a game from the same PC on a second screen. Right, okay. So it's a very specific setup problem then. I don't know, Tron, actually. Pass. I'm not sure if it does. I mean, it certainly doesn't have a 60 FPS option. Or if it does, I'm going to be fucking pissed. I don't think it does, though. Just keep picking up the materials while we're at it. Can be about for a beverage. Yeah, Tom, I'm thinking I'm going to see if Mystified Fluke's about, and we'll see if we can sort something out. He's feeling a bit ill, so. Carl's hooked up wide to the internet. We'll watch like 3 streams while still watching stuff on YouTube. Even then, I mean, how fast is your connection, Reese? What speed do you guys get? Ah, they fixed the bridge. Okay. I know where I'm going now. Roughly. Alright. Bridge out of order. Use vines at your own risk. Wait, where are the vines? Oh, I guess I think there's a little path down here. I think you have 200 meg. I mean, that shouldn't be a problem. I would have thought, at least. It depends on, like, because you've got a few of you in the house, haven't you? It depends what everyone's doing, I guess. They refuse to fix it. I suppose... Why? You'd think their customer service would be amazing, considering how much fucking money they've got. Base ISP routers shit the bed with too many devices connected as well. Virgin's bad for that, right? Yeah, because how many... Reese, you've got, like what? Like 8 people or something connected to it? Like the one router? Netflix pretty much has zero competition. Yeah, I think they're gonna run into some troubles if they don't buck their ideas up eventually. Like, I think you might have a situation like Epic and Valve at the moment with Steam. I feel like they're going to give them a little bit of a run for their money now. Can't be fucked to fight anything right now. But I will look for treasures. Six people in the house, but 2 are out right now and another 2 aren't using the internet. Right, so it is you and Kyle then. They do. Yeah, they do, Reese. That's true. I mean, they've lost the Marvel stuff though, because Disney have decided they want in now, don't they? So it's not all fun and games for them. Let's go and see what that new gear is that I can make. Yeah, that's true, Rob. That's true. I do worry that, you know, that's like Fortnite is going to their head a little bit. Like, they can't rely on it forever. It won't last forever. Definitely not. I mean, you see, like, remember how big Minecraft was? It's still pretty big, but it's nowhere near as big as it used to be. I think that'll happen over the years. There you go. It's got King Axe. You know what? I just realised I haven't changed any of Hendrik's gear. Hang on. God, I should probably do that before I do anything, shouldn't I? And change Snow to 2-handers. What's up, Mark? Good to see you, dude. How are you today? You know what I really like? I like the fact that, like, kind of everyone knows each other. Like, just through randomly going into other people's streams. Oh yeah, things like Stranger Things, Reese, of course. Yeah, but that's an original property. Like, it doesn't stop other people making original properties, does it? Really hate what Epic's doing, to be honest. I mean, it's not... I don't necessarily agree with the... like the Metro situation, for example. But I can see why they do it. Because it's just to get people in the door, isn't it? But I think it might hurt Metro more than it helps Epic. Yeah, I'm good, Mark. I'm good. I'm good. It's good to get back to this. I did enjoy playing Apex Legends, but I'm really, really happy to be back playing this again. Mart was your very first Twitch friend. Ah, okay. No such thing as bad publicity. There's that as well. Yeah, there is that as well. Oh, no wonder he, like, the armor was better for him. He hasn't actually got any armor on at all. Right, iron headgear it is then. Token of fealty. So, should I give him... I'll probably give him the falcon blade. Does he have the... Do we have the... Yeah, we do have the shield of Heliodor. Is there anything else that's better? Cavalier Cleaver. Oh, that's is that a two-hander? Plus, I'm not spec'd into that either. See, Platinum Sword's better, but the other sword does double hits, so... And that's not any better. Yeah, I don't think, like, I think people always like, oh yeah, I'm gonna boycott Metro now. I'm gonna do it. I bet you they don't. I bet you they don't, because that game looks rad as fuck. They're not gonna want to miss out on that. You didn't know what Metro was? Oh wow, okay. Rob, Metro's a great series. It's really, really good. It's a fantastic series. Now, what do we give Hendrik as a second one? Tough guy. Should we give him a tough guy tattoo? That protects against curses and dark attacks. Prevents spells and abilities from being sealed away. That gives him some more HP. Shield bearer? Yeah, that's probably worth it, isn't it? Considering we're going to make him like a parry build. I haven't heard of Star Control. Ian, sorry. Still want to play Resi. I don't think I've heard of Star Control anyway. Have you told me about it? Right, so swords. Zombie Slayer. Extramural. Great swords. Demon's Bane. Oh, wow, that is like way more powerful. Platinum Power Sword. I feel like that sword looks like a bunch of wank though. Damage dealt to demon family monsters increased by 20%. That might be worth doing. Hang on, we're going to save scum it. I know we can't really save scum this, but I don't want to lose my materials. Star Control. Why did I not... Hang on. Star Control. Is it just called Star Control, Ian? I don't think I've seen that. Star Control Origins. Hang on, let's have a look at some screenshots of that. No, I don't think I've seen this. No, definitely not seen that. I mean, the name rings a bell, but it sounds kind of sort of like a generic name. Famous one, Star Control 2, which is on PC and 3DO. No, just the name is generic. It's like Apex Legends. I think is a fucking awful name for a game. Really terrible. But the game's good, so it doesn't matter. King Axe. Okay. Okay, so axes might be the way to go for... Hang on. Oh, shit, I'm going to change my mind again here, aren't I? What skills are in the axe tree? Helm Splitter. Sometimes saps its target's defense. Doesn't all connect often. Aggressive attack that can... oh, shit. Okay, yeah, that's useful. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna respec him again. Should have looked into that. Anything that will lower defense, I feel, is going to be really, really good. Apex sounds like something my parents would get done to their conservatory. You know what? Like, not. It does sound like a double glazing company, doesn't it? Apex Windows. Let's get Helm Splitter. Oh, I can't go too far anyway. I want to get to... yeah, I want to get to there. It's got Hatchet Man. Attack power boost. Yeah, we'll go around this side to get there. Star Control 2 is a role-playing top-down space exploration game with different voice acting in the time of 3DO, which is amazing, and the space combat was like asteroids, but all the different style ships. Oh, that's okay. That sounds interesting. Oh, Mark, don't. Fucking, I hate that advert so much. You buy one, you get one free. Also sounds like something someone would get a sticker put on the side of their chavvy lowered car with 9 exhausts and a spoiler, even though it's a 1 litre. Yeah. Yeah, not yet, see. Remember, you're going to survive this day. This day will not outlive you. You're going to kill the 7th of February 2019. It will not survive. Hang on. Do I actually have an axe for Hendrik? Cavalier Cleaver. Is that the only one we got? What if I don't survive? Again, if we're going for dark jokes, at least you're in the right place. I'm sorry. Should I make Demon's Bane? It seems like it's... yeah, it seems like it's going to be worth it. C works in the graveyard, just so you know. Oh, fuck. This one looks complicated. Let's do Sizzly Puff. Quadra Bash. Oh shit, that's way more powerful than I thought. Fuck. The gauge moves magically back a bit. Why though? Why would you do that? Oh, bullshit. Oh, okay, no, there. It's fine. Absolutely fine. I like it. I like it. Let's see if we can get some of these perfect. No. About that one. No. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, Caitlin, you'll survive. I have faith. You'll be fine. Right, what does this look like? Demon's Bane. Okay, it looks like it kind of goes with the set, doesn't it? If things get bleak, remember your Edna Krabappel laugh. Oh no, I can't do it actually. It's like that, isn't it? Do we have any, no, we still... There's this. How the fuck do you make this? What is a pep pop? Oh, now we can make a fucking Crown of Dundrasil. I'll make that, because I need to make it for, Rab. Caitlin does the best Edna laugh. I do the best Tidus laugh though. Yeah, it is, Ian. Yeah, they've. It was like a downloadable thing you could get for the original stuff. Sorry, the Dragon Quest VIII stuff. Let's try this again. Whoa. Power of next strike doubled. Ooh. I think I'll just do a normal bash on that one. Okay. Can I get... No, I can't. So can I get away with doing another little lightning bash there? Not making fun, it's called tough love. I don't think it's like tough love. I would say that's a skill. Because that's a good laugh. In fact, see, I would capitalize on that and make it a sound effect, and then just play off of it. Yeah, just trying to make all of these like. I got king's robes. Elemental damage taken reduced by 18%. See, I think eventually I'm gonna have to like change up these this armor. I think. Fishnet stockings. Somehow I don't think those guys want that. Fantastic footwear that offers protection against effects that prevent one from taking one's turn. Shitload of rings. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. You do that laugh without realising it, unfortunately. Still, I think that's a good, you know, it's not necessarily a bad thing. You could make it a sound effect, but like you charge people for it. Like, so I'll do it, but only if you give me $1. You'll be the richest woman alive. Have to switch your damn bot over to Streamlabs so I can finally have one. Fucking bot. Yeah, Streamlabs bot's a bit of a handful as well, but I'd say it's probably, well, it's the one I use and it seems to be pretty good for the most part. I still don't know everything you can do with it, mind you, but there's all sorts of random shit you can do. Oh, can I get that target now? Finally. Have to cheer 100 bitties, yeah. Oh, by the way, like, I'm not trying to bait bits here, but I have put a new there is a new bit GIF, I think. I don't know if they've changed the sound. There's a new bit GIF. Snow tries to read the sign, but he's standing on the wrong side of it. You piece of shit game. No horses permitted beyond this point. What a piece of shit game. Mount Panglai. See, let's have a quick fight here and see how we're doing as far as damage goes. All right. Okay. Yeah, I think this might be a bit of a better setup, maybe.
Triumph was never in doubt.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to make Hendrik a new axe, but that one seems to be doing all right. No, I don't think so. I don't think so, Caitlin. I don't think so. It's banter. People are fond of you. You only banter with friends. Right, so I don't think we've been here at all. You know what that means? There's going to be treasure here. Can't be bothered to fight them. There's going to be something up here, right? Let's try and fight this monstrosity. I reckon there might be treasure here. Just that wasn't the person you wanted to hit.
All is well that ends well.
We got some fairy fluff. What would fairy fluff entail? Is that like belly button fluff from a fairy? Spellbound bow or bow. Wait, did that not work? Reese, hang on. Hang on a minute. Have I not turned on? Wait, no, sound effects are on, aren't they? Why is that one not working? That's disappointing. It is here, right? Oh, so it's stop whining. Did I put it as whining? Yeah, stop whining. Shut up, Mark. Oh my god, it's thick grass, rip stream quality. I thought if I put it as like whining, people wouldn't get the reference, whereas everyone knows what stop whining is gonna be, right? At least if you're my age. Stop whining! You don't actually know what it's from. It's a Kindergarten Cop. One of Arnie's best films. Weirdly, it's like a 15 as well, that film, I think. Or it was. Probably not now. I spot. Well, not treasure, but something. There you go, look.
Stop whining.
Stop whining. A diamond. A diamond. I mean, Get to the Chopper's a good one, but I don't feel like there's many times that it could be used as a sound effect effectively. Whereas at least Stop Whining, it could be like, Tom, shut the fuck up. Just stop whining. Gonna make that new axe if I've got the gear for it. Diamonds. No, it's a diamond. And not the same thing, I don't think. Let's see, axes. King axe. Yeah, that's relatively cheap materials. I think we'll make that. Wow, that's a good start. Watch me fuck it up. Alright. 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 Seems like anti-jinxing works. I know I wasn't too keen on it at the beginning because I didn't know of all the extra stuff you get. I really like the crafting in this. It's quite satisfying. It's quite fun trying to work out like how hard we can hit stuff. Oh, it's purple. Look, it's gold carrot colours. I want to see what kind of cosmetic gear that Hendrik can get as well. Have we been in here before? I feel like we've been in here before. Aha. Where? It makes me so unhappy, this music. Holy shit. I think we might be a bit OP. No, we get a dragon in Dragon Quest. So, is there anything up here? I wonder if there's any like secrets hidden around. We can just fly over all the enemies. Sure, they gotta have a costume for Hendrik that puts him in night clothes. Wait. Did you mean to spell it like that? What, you mean like pajamas? I swear this was the place with the dragon in it, or is it just probably just the same same textures, isn't it? I didn't fight that in the end. What is that? What is it doing? It's rubbing it. Hang on, I want to fight that thing. That is horrendous. That wasn't one of your better ones, Reese. Oh, for God's sake. It's Reese, because it was Hercules, remember? It's Hercules, not disappointed. We're just going to be constantly asleep now. Am I actually going to die to these, like, chuckle fucks? Alright. I didn't pick that one, Reese. That was when someone else picked it as their sub thing. See, when I can actually hit them, they're screwed. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I know. I should probably change that.
Our triumph was never in.
To make a bit more sense. Oh yeah, we're poisoned. Good. I'm so glad. Secrets. Anything else? Any chests, perhaps? Nope. Not gonna lie, it becomes a nightmare remembering Carl's ones. He's all over the place. I don't think I've actually ever seen a list of his ones. Oh, there's oh no and oh no. I just have the one oh no, I think, don't I? Or do I? Yeah, I do. I've only got one. But there's a dragon. Wait, what was the oh no again? I swear it was Jojo, isn't it?
Oh no.
Oh no, it's Knuckles. Of course it is. It has to be for me, doesn't it? I think Hendrick's going to stay in this group for a while. Why is it that the dragon can fly, but the wasp can only jump? Is it because we're too heavy? Treasure! More dragony designs. Dragon's Banes, Worm Fangs, Dragon Shields, Dragon Mail. Just what I wanted. Did I miss anything down here? Too scared of that dragon. Not fought one yet. Oh, the oh no! It's from Jojo. Okay, that is a good oh no though. I do understand why he uses both. I just think because I'm a Sega channel, I should probably have the Knuckles one. Nothing there? No. They got juked. Is there really nothing there? Angrilar. Let's search over here first. Rocket League is cross-platform now with PC, Switch, and Xbox One. Yeah, that's what I thought, Rob. It's just fucking PS4 again, isn't it? They don't want to play with everyone else. Staff of Anti-Magic. Oh, it is with PS4 too. Sorry. Okay. I think that and Fortnite must be the two first games then, isn't it? Alright, we're going to go into Angri-La. Wait, does that mean they're going to be all angry then? I've not actually played Rocket League on my Xbox yet.
A temple on top of a mountain. What connection could a place like this have to the luminary? It certainly benefits from divine protection of some kind. Yggdrasil fell to earth not far from here, yet the temple buildings escaped entirely unscathed.
I know that face. That man is a knight of Heliodor.
Guy on the right there's too chicken to shave his head.
Heliodorian swine! You think that your blockade will break us? Think again. The disciples of Angri-La are made of sterner stuff, as you will soon see.
What in the... These movements must be intended to confound us. Be on your guard. They may attack from any angle.
Enough, all of you.
It is basically
Is this
Tibet.
how we treat visitors? As your High Lama, I order you to stand down.
Your Holiness, these people are not visitors. They are soldiers of Heliodor. We cannot be sure of their intentions.
Soldiers of Heliodor, you say?
It's Krillin, yeah. You're pretty decent, Rob. Yeah, I played it once around a mate's house and I was bloody terrible at it, but it was fun.
The tall one, perhaps, but his young friend does not look like a military man to me. I sense a great power within you. Tell me, young man, are you the luminary?
Yes.
Incredible. He divined your true identity with a single glance.
How long we have waited for this day. Please, you must forgive my disciples' discourtesy. Their training is... Welcome to Angri-La, honored luminary.
Why, Tom?
It would please me if you would join me in the high hall at the top of the temple. We have much to discuss.
I suppose why not, is the answer.
Strange child, but remarkably perceptive for one so young. There is more to him than meets the eye, that much is certain.
Confirmed he's a transformer.
Well, we have come this far. We might as well make our way to this high hall of theirs, see what he has to say.
Again, more treasure. The mysterious energy emanates from the seedling. It feels similar to the energy given off by Yggdrasil's roots, but nothing happens when you touch it. I've done you a great discourtesy, Luminary. I should have welcomed you with open arms, not bared fists. I pray that you can forgive me. His Holiness awaits you in the high hall at the top of the temple. Please proceed inside. Guys, I think what I might do... for the last 2 hours of the stream, I might give Division 2 beta a go. Just to mix things up a bit. I sometimes think that, like, you know, 6 hours of one game might be a little bit too long. Even though I still enjoy it. I don't think it's maybe quite so fun to watch. Plus, like, you know, I kind of want to get in the Division while I can. We'll see, though. We'll see where we get to. If we get to a good point, we can stop off at. Oh, look, treasure. Ethereal stones. Just randomly talk to everyone. Actually, I'm going to keep money on me at the moment. Do need to deposit some off soon. Bastard sword. Not as good. Knight Cleaver. Nope. Cavalier Cleaver. Ice Axe. Magical Hat? I'm guessing we're going to get one of the girls back first then, if they're giving us all of these magic items. That's a better one, Reese. That's one of your better ones. Do they have a weapons shop? Oh, excuse me. I apologise for blowing up the mic there. Tell you what, that was a satisfying sneeze. Disciples of Angrilar, no doubt the events of recent days have come as a shock, but I urge you, do not lose hope. Let us honour the memory of our fallen master by devoting ourselves wholly to our training. The wheel of time is always turning, but with good karma we may speed her soul's progress back to the light. Where's the gear? There's the gear. I'm sorry, Reese. Thank you, Mark. Just won your first Apex Legends game. I'm literal god. It is a good feeling, isn't it? There's a book called Don't Go Hungry, the local delicacies of Angrilar. It's widely agreed that Angrilar's unique style of cooking grew out of the need to provide delicious nutrition for the monks to perform their grueling training while still adhering to a strict vegetarian diet. Perhaps the temple's most famous dish is the legendary Bam Bam noodles, which are served only at special festivals. Claims that this is the most delicious food in all the world are certainly not unfounded. The meal is said to symbolise pride in one's achievements, and anyone capable of making the arduous mountain climb in order to taste them firsthand has every reason to be pleased with themselves. And then I'm hoping this is going to be a recipe book. No, it isn't. Tourist pamphlet entitled Girl About Town, Puerto Valor. Start your day with a lazy morning, relaxing by the water, and enjoy a traditional breakfast of pancakes with coconut sauce and strong Valorian coffee. Coconut sauce? Ugh. No thank you. Then make your way to the beach where you can sun yourself while enjoying a good book and snacking on delicious tropical fruit. The sweet, juicy flavours of fresh Valorian produce simply can't be beaten. Once the day starts to cool, make your way to the casino and try your luck at the tables until it's time for dinner at the hotel's world-class restaurant. The chef's special is out of this world. Finally, sit at the bar on the beachside terrace, sipping a cocktail and losing yourself in the stunning saffron sunset, while the bartender's resting azure eyes. This is just one of the many ways to while away a day in delectable Puerto Valor. If it sounds like your idea of fun, then don't delay. Start planning your trip today. Someone's looking to go on holiday then. Fuck your pumpkins. That one survived somehow. Or not. You haven't won yet. Came second last night. Guys jumped out of nowhere once we'd taken out a full team. That sucks, Rob. I've won 2 matches so far, I think. And I've come second once or twice, I think. Howdy, honey. What brings you here? Me, I was moseying around, minding my own business, when I found myself smack dab in the middle of a gang of red-eyed monsters fixing to eat me up. If it hadn't been for a couple of kindly disciples coming to my rescue, I'd have been torn into itty-bitty bits. These fellas sure are strong and fast. You should have seen them wail on them varmints, quick as all get out. Guess all this training really does pay off. I thought she was going to be a puff-puff lady. There's loads of little staircases and shit here, isn't there? Oh. That just goes back there. Fair enough. I've only played 2 hours. Can't play Battle Royale games in big doses anymore. Fortnite burnt me out. That's fair, dude. I haven't played any, so I played it for like 6 hours last night. I I'm sure that would happen to me, though, if I played too much of it. %100%. No one there. There's disappointing lack of treasure there. Maybe there's some in here, though.
I welcome you once again to Angri-La, honored luminary. As I believe you know, it is my privilege to serve as High Lama of this most sacred temple.
I am to address you as Your Holiness, correct? Might I ask what you and your people know of my companion?
Why, everything, of course. We have awaited his coming ever since the day he entered this world, in the castle of Dundrasil.
Waiting for him? What do you mean?
I mean exactly what I say, nothing more. Tell me, do you recognize the symbol on this banner? It is the emblem of Dundrasil. Since the age of heroes, the princes of that nation have come here to train with us for 6 years of their youth.
Wait, are we going to get a time skip here?
Your young friend was born a prince of Dundrasil. Thus did we expect him to come here as a boy and study under the great Grand Master Pang. Sadly, that was not to be.
So if fate had been kinder, you would have spent a good part of your childhood here. What of his tutor, this Grand Master Pang you speak of?
When the Lord of Shadows brought the world tree low, the Master set out to summon a magical mandala to protect the temple from destruction. The spell succeeded, but its power was too great. Grand Master Pang did not return.
A noble sacrifice indeed.
Now that the Master is gone, it falls to me to guide you. Come to the field of discipline. It lies behind this hall. There is something you must see.
Take your time.
It is a shame that the Grand Master cannot be here. I would have liked to meet one so noble. Come, let us see what His Holiness has in store.
If you're wondering why I'm just skipping through the text for most of the characters, it's because some of them give you stuff, but it doesn't seem like any actually. It hasn't been a while. It's been a while since anyone has like given us any items just from talking to them. The field of discipline, dude. It's not that kind of field. I'm sure. Can we go this way? We can. Grandmaster's chambers. Can you find a Grandmaster's pants? Oh no, some books though. Come on, recipes. Book of Wisdom entitled The Sutra of Angri-La. The Master teaches that man is the world and the world is man. To devote oneself to good deeds is to serve the world. To bring goodness into the world is to protect it. The Master teaches that through suffering we learn of ease, that through sadness we learn of joy. To love mankind and therefore the world, that this is our duty. Man is the world, goodness serves the world, learn good things from bad and thereby love the world. These are the wisdoms of Angri-La, realm beyond the clouds. These are the precepts by which we live. Basically, don't be a cunt. Oh, come on, give me some recipes. On the nature of the naughty stick. The Grandmaster of Angri-La wields... the Grandmasters of Angri-La wield a mighty weapon whose name echoes through the ages. I speak not of the wave-cutter scimitar, nor of the staff of torn clouds. Now I speak of the naughty stick. The origins of this legendary tool of instruction can be traced back to the very founding of Angri-La. It is said that the stick itself chose the very first Grand Master. Some believe that it was carved from a branch of Yggdrasil and that even a dragon could not break it, though it tried with all its might. Of course, it is best known for its use in punishing young monks for lapses of focus. The pain it inflicts is rumoured to be so severe that acolytes fear that their very souls have been spanked from their bodies. Yeah, it sounds like you're right, Reese, actually. Kinky bastards. Didn't think it was that sort of game. Tom, you got beer?
Beyond those doors lies the field of discipline, where students of Angri-La strive for enlightenment. Before we tread upon this hallowed ground, let me tell you a little of our history. And of the luminary of legend himself, Erdwin. Before setting out to defeat the Dark One, Erdwin came to our temple to learn from the Wise Ones, who made their homes here even then. The first Grand Master, i.e., accepted him as a disciple, and trained him in the secrets of spiritual realization.
It's Babby Krillin, Slug, yeah.
But he did not train alone. During his time here, he met someone who would change his fate forever.
Who was this person?
The Luminary.
Another of Ai Yi's disciples, a young mage whose talent outshone that of all who had come before. A man named Morkant.
Yeah, he's like Clark Kent. He puts on some glasses and people don't realise it's Krillin.
Erdwin and Morkant would train together every day, each striving to outstrip the other. Though they were fierce rivals, they became firm friends. When their training was complete, Morkant joined with Erdwin in his quest to slay the Dark One. Without Morkant's magic, he might never have prevailed.
Shit, Tom. 14 hours of coding. Blimey.
Before setting out, they carved an inscription into this stone, a pledge of eternal friendship. It has been a treasure of ours ever since.
Morkant. I have not heard the name before.
Now allow me to show you to the field of discipline, if you would be so good as to follow me.
Either that boy's strong or they put some WD-40 on those hinges. Any treasures? No? Yes? No? No. Your brain is fried. Dude, I'm not surprised if you spent 14 hours on it. Yeah, Reese, you know what? I was thinking of that. Just because the name sounds so familiar.
Welcome to the field of discipline. Since the age of heroes, many a would-be warrior has spilt sweat and blood upon these flagstones. If your karma had been different, this is where you would have trained under Grand Master Pang, like all the princes of Dundrasil before you. I have brought you here so that you might stand in the footsteps of your ancestors. An unbroken line leading all the way back to the Age of Heroes. Even your grandfather, Lord Robert, completed his training here. The memory of his achievements shall live long in the temple's memory.
His achievements?
Pang was a harsh master. With this implement, disciples whose efforts were lacking were given motivation, directly to their fundament. During the course of his 6 years of tuition, your grandfather's right honourable posterior was paddled an unprecedented 10,000 times. The tale of Lord Robert's road to enlightenment lives on to this day. Every disciple knows that he must focus at all times, lest he face the same fate.
So Rab never sat down ever again.
A legendary achievement indeed.
You are worried for your grandfather, yes? Do not be. Lord Robert overcame every challenge set for him by the Grand Master and emerged stronger every time. The fall of the World Tree would not have been enough to extinguish one so resilient. He is alive. I sense it. Tonight there will be a modest feast in the High Hall to celebrate your long-awaited arrival. We would be greatly honoured if you would join us. We may not be able to aid you as we would have done were Master Pang still with us, but in this respect at least, we can provide.
Are we going to be visited by the ghost of Master Pang? And yeah, Reese, I think you might be right. That night, the High Lama holds a banquet in Snow's honour. The long-suffering disciples are overjoyed to have an evening's respite from their training and eat, drink and dance till the early hours. Then, morning comes.
Awake at last, It is high time we were on our way. If the Grand Master was still alive, perhaps we might have learned something to help us in our fight against the Lord of Shadows. Sadly, it was not to be.
Is that little sapling's going to... Wait, do we sleep in here? That little sapling we found earlier is going to, like, react when we leave, maybe. Yeah, just saying all the same stuff. Well, not the same, but nothing... no items. Next stage of journey. Oh, okay, now there's going to be something here.
And the hermit? What news of him?
Forgive us, Your Holiness. The monsters on the mountain path were too strong. We were unable to reach him.
I see.
It's because he's not bald, that's why. They're not bald.
Your Holiness, is there a problem?
Yes, Sir Hendrik. I fear there is. You see, 2 weeks ago a hermit visited us, unannounced. Then just as suddenly departed for the top of the mountain.
Alone? Whatever for?
That I do not know. The moment he heard that Master Pang had passed away, he ran from the temple. He was last seen climbing the path to the summit. The mountain has become infested with monsters, emboldened and strengthened by the rise of the Lord of Shadows. It is a perilous place indeed. This being so, I dispatched a group of disciples to return him to safety. As you can see, things did not go quite as planned.
Probably can't shave your head until you're, like, actually super strong, though.
I have trained all my life for a moment such as this, and yet I have failed in my first true test. I have brought shame upon Angri-La.
Might we be able to offer some assistance?
I thank you for your kindness, but you are guests here. I cannot ask you to undertake such a dangerous task.
A knight of Heliodor does not abandon an innocent in need. These people have shown us great kindness. It is only right that we do them a kindness in return. Would you not agree?
Yep, karma, mate.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart, but I cannot allow you to bear this burden alone. I shall come with you. We must depart for the summit of Mount Panglai without delay. After exiting the temple, we will take the path to the east in order to begin our ascent.
Right. It's probably wise to get a save in first. Oh, look, quest. Does that mean... Hang on. Does that unlock some more? No, just that one. Whether one emerges from battle in triumph or defeat depends not on one's skill with a sword or one's magical might, but upon one's will to win. I would disagree in an RPG. No matter how powerful one's opponent, one must clear one's mind of all doubt and devote oneself entirely to overcoming the challenge they present. This is the first teaching of Angri-La. We disciples train day after day to master this mindset. Perhaps our teachings might aid you in your battles to come. Would you like to experience our training for yourself? This particular lesson involves defeating a mighty monster using a certain pep power. Will you accept the challenge? I fucking hate these ones. Yeah, okay. Good, you have the spirit of a true disciple. I sense that you have braved the battlefield countless times before and performed the dance of death with many a foul fiend. This trial I would have you slay one of the boreal serpents that haunt the paths of Mount Panglai during the day and hide themselves away at night. They are fearsome foes indeed. And not only that, you must use the pep power Blaze of Glory before felling the fiend. The skill vastly increases one's attacking might at the expense of defense. It encourages one to eliminate all thoughts of defeat from one's mind and concentrate entirely on the offensive. What are you on about shaving? They just train so hard they go bald, right? Yeah. I think you're right. I can't wait for the second series of that. Not long to go, actually. I think it's like April. Can I actually? How do I check the? Forget how to check the pep powers now. Oh, hang on, I think it might be in this. Yeah, Blaze of Glory. So it is these two. One punch! That doesn't do anything, no. Probably something later, I guess. Oh dear. God, I'm so behind on anime though. I haven't watched any for like a couple of weeks now. I really need to catch up with... Well, I need to start Mob Psycho Season 2. As well as a few other bits. Well, if it isn't a luminary, His Holiness sent word that you would be coming. You're going to rescue the hermit who went off to the top of the mountain, correct? Please be careful. It would not do for one as important as yourself to go missing too. It's June, is it? Right. Okay, that's a bit further off. That's going to be right in the middle of fucking E3 as well, isn't it? Oh my lord. That is a dragon. Let's maybe not fight that. Not without a full party. Wow.
Victory is ours.
I think they got wrecked. Just want to check back, make sure there's no like little hidden bits that only the dragons can get to. Definitely something here though. Look at that. Sorcerer's Ring. How good is that? Hang on. Band that increases max MP and restores a little lost MP whenever you win a battle. Is that worth equipping? No, not on this character. Be good for might put that on Rab actually. I'm still not really sure what to do with Rab. Like, should I just make him pure like attack and then just have him able to do magic or what? Depends when we get him back, I guess. God, you know what? I'm really hungry. Very, very, very hungry. I didn't eat dinner before the stream tonight. I ran a bit late. Might have to get something to nibble on when I finish. That wasn't so bad. Fucking hell, he looks like he needs to eat something now. We're gonna have to fight this dude. Let's see. Yeah, there's no treasure.
It seems we are too late. Is this the hermit we came in search of?
Unfortunately so. He was in deep meditation when he breathed his last. I am glad at least that he was prepared to meet his fate. But that posture, it is awful. Uniquely awful. I know it from somewhere.
He's the same as Rab.
Incredible! Issue 1 of the Ogler's Digest. And in mint condition.
Who would have thought? Hendrik, of all people.
Indeed. It seems our friend here made his peace with the world before departing. This, at least, is some small solace.
So, Hendrik, you're saying that he had a wank before he died?
But this is one of the royal treasures of Dundrasil. Why would a lowly hermit have such a...
Wait, who had this before?
By the skies! Can it really be?
Lord Robert!
Wait, that is Rab? He's lost a bit of
Your
weight.
grandfather was Master Pang's most fervent disciple. Can he have chosen to follow his mentor to the next life, perhaps?
No, he is still breathing.
You did, Reese, but I wasn't sure.
What?
His spirit hovers in the place between life and death. It is only a matter of time before he passes the point of no return.
But later, whatever floats your boat, man.
But there may yet be a way to save him. If you were to follow him into the void, you might be able to bring him back.
But how? Is this even possible?
The ancient teachings tell us that the summit of Mount Panglai stands at the crossroads between this world and the next. If you will permit me, I can perform an ancient rite that will send you to the place between worlds. But it is not a decision to be taken lightly. Once that place is entered, there is no guarantee of return. Well, will you take that chance? Will you visit the void and bring Lord Robert back to us?
Sure.
Very well. I will prepare for the ritual. Tell me when you are ready, and we will begin.
Are we? Is he? What's going to happen here? Is he going to like? Is he going to be like? Does he look like that for the rest of the game, or is he going to like eat a sandwich or like a banquet and get like fat again? A copy of the Ogler's Digest lies by his side. The blurb on the cover reads, "Artistic pics and erudite articles for today's discerning gentleman."
It is time to depart for the place to which every soul must go, but from which few ever return. It is time to perform the rite.
I don't know what happens if you say no, but I'm too scared to find out.
What is this foolish dance? What manner of ritual is this?
Clearly, Hendrik's sensitivity training did not pay off. Oh, you're actually going to have to fight shit in here. I'd imagine, like, nothing would happen if you say no. Wait, is this our mum?
Another wandering soul drifts into my domain. Welcome, child, to the end of your journey.
No.
Destiny is cruel indeed to send me one so young. This may be a fruitless question, given the vacant expression you wear, but...
Rude.
Do you know what fate awaits you here? He is wise beyond his years. An intellectual giant. I must return to the world above and tell everyone I met such a marvel.
Are you being sarcastic?
Do you think me a fool, boy? Do not pretend. There is no need for pretense here. You are ignorant. This is as it should be. Let me unburden you of at least a little of your ignorance. I will explain in simple terms that even an idiot may understand. As you see, this world is a blank slate. It is a place of nothingness.
She's a proper twat, isn't she?
Before Yggdrasil fell, departed souls would come here before returning to the World Tree. But now that the tree is gone, it is a place with an entrance but no exit. A dead end for the dead. A spiritual cul-de-sac.
I always thought the cul-de-sac was a word that only we used.
What I'm trying to tell you is that you will never leave this world. Before long, your soul will dissipate and be lost to the void. As long as the cycle of souls is interrupted, all who die will suffer the same fate. Until at last, the Lord of Shadows is the only one who remains. This is your destiny. Accept it, for you cannot change it. Or do you cling to the vain hope that the heart of Yggdrasil may be recovered from Mordegon's clutches? If you do, you are a fool. And yet, you would not be alone in your foolishness. There are others who refuse to accept that all is lost. Some people just don't know when to give up.
All right. Yeah, where's the word cul-de-sac actually come from? French. Okay. Mid 18th century, apparently. Yeah, because yeah, it's French, yeah. I don't think I've ever heard of another country using it. It's not really a word that gets used often, mind you, but... Sorry, when bright brand bores through heaven's doors, the sun shall rise o'er darkened skies. It's meant to be over, isn't it? And banish night with holy light. Sorry, what I meant is that means over, right? We're gonna have to fight Rab.
Did you think that he chose death out of a sense of despair?
Is this
You
basically...
could not be more wrong.
Is this basically a hyperbolic time chamber?
He came here with hope in his heart. The hope that one day he will defeat the Lord of Shadows.
Ultra Instinct Gramps, yeah.
Your grandfather came to find me so that I might teach him the last of my secrets. You know who I am, of course. Foolish child.
Your Pang.
I am Pang, Grand Master of Angrila. Your grandfather's teacher and tormentor. Do you see the magic circle that surrounds him? The precise pattern of movements draws energy from the ether and channels it to create the mandala of Yggdrasil. This is the final secret. He has been flailing away like this ever since he arrived here. It is not good for him at his age.
Mo, how do you say that? Is it Satgasa? Is that? It's purgatory.
But when the great sigil is complete, he will have mastery over a power not seen since the Age of Heroes. Get out now! Don't you dare give up now! I'll beat your bottom black and blue, I swear it!
Fucking hell. You just said it's not good for him to move like at his age. Make your mind up. It is literally Ultra Instinct Gramps. It's doing a fucking Kamehameha. Or was it a smash ball?
Well, would you look at that? Perhaps he is not completely useless after all.
Did you see that? I finally did it! Oh, it was beautiful!
It's a smash ball, yeah.
Yes, very impressive. I thought you had gone soft in your dotage, but it seems you still have some guts. Well done.
Jings, Grandmaster Pang, was that praise?
Jings?
Woohoo! For the first time in my long life, she's actually paid me a compliment. Oh, that's warmed my cockles more than 100 nips of the hard stuff.
Cockles? Nips? Holy shit, Rab. It's a game for 12-year-olds.
Ugh. Perhaps if you could stop congratulating yourself for one moment and squint beyond the end of your bulbous nose, you would see we have a visitor.
Oh my! Is it really you, laddie?
Yeah, I like his accent too. It sounds like they've actually got someone who can... Well, he's either... The guy who's doing the voice act is either Scottish or someone that can actually pull off a Scottish accent.
Oh, not you as well. Your poor young life snatched away from you. It's not fair. It's not fair, I tell you.
Oh, stop your snivelling. The boy is alive.
How old is Master Pang?
He's what? But what's he doing here then?
He and his friends found your body and sent his soul from the world above to bring you back.
Ah, really? But I only came here to... And you went to all that trouble. As you can see, I'm perfectly fine. Finer than ever, in fact. Now that I've learned the final secret, you and me are going to be unstoppable. Come on, let's get back to our bodies and show that Lord of Shadows what we're made of.
Stop right there! Where do you think you are going?
Uh-oh.
I can't thank you enough for all you've done, Grandmaster. But now that my training's finished, I need to be on my way.
Yours is finished.
Finished? Oh, but we haven't even begun.
Cue the battle music.
Honored luminary, if you would like to follow me.
Reese, does anyone even use the word peng anymore? Glad to see you safe and sound, laddie. I've been worrying myself silly ever since the world tree fell, but I should have known you'd pull through. As for me, I've never felt better. For the last few days I've been training away in this phony field of discipline the Grandmaster conjured up for me. I just wish he'd sent words on ahead before he popped in. Old Pangy has a way of dealing with people who interrupt her training sessions. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o.
Your grandfather has mastered the last secret of Angri-La. He now has the power to send enemies straight to the beyond.
Found you on a YouTube video and instantly came here to find you after. Oh, Jericho, welcome, dude. I assume that was that the Viction video? I think it was in one. I think it was in two of those. I think. Yeah, Reese, I wouldn't use it unironically either. Alien Isolation. Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah, there were some good clips from that game. Jericho, thanks for the follow, dude. Appreciate you being here. Put your feet up. Hope you enjoy your stay. What sort of stuff do you play, usually?
It is a technique first devised in the Age of Heroes by Morkant, brother-in-arms of the Luminary of Legend.
That's, yeah, that clip was pretty popular.
For you, I have a technique no less impressive. An attack of such incredible power that it can tear through all 4 dimensions.
Are we going to turn into Simone?
It was devised by Erdwin himself during his training with Yi, our first Grand Master. And it will give you strength beyond reckoning, Luminary.
Well, that can't be a bad thing. Me with Morkant's spell and you with Erdwin's attack. We'll be unstoppable.
If you can master it. None since Erdwin has been able to do so. The training you must undergo to acquire this power will be more intense, more relentless, more excruciating than any you have faced before.
She's going to use the naughty stick. Play a bit of everything though. Been going between Elder Scrolls Online and Apex currently. You know what, Jericho, I played Apex yesterday properly for the first time. I really, really like it. Really like it. Not played Elder Scrolls Online, but actually, it seems like quite a lot of people play that now, surprisingly, because it didn't do very well when it first came out. And it's not my birthday. Howson just has a joke where he says it's my birthday every day. Yeah, I've never properly played a Battle Royale game before. This is my first one. And yeah, I really dig it. But I dug Titanfall 2's multiplayer. So that, you know, it's kind of the same as that. Just with a little bit less mobility.
Well, do you think you have what it takes to endure this most trying of trials?
Yes.
I knew you would make the right choice. Now, let us begin.
Her accent is really annoying.
The first step is to focus your mental energies and call forth a blade of pure light. Hold out your hand and try.
It is, yeah. Well, for me, well, English, yeah. I don't know what she's speaking. That was easy.
As good as can be expected for a first attempt.
Meant me,
The
okay,
heat
yeah.
of battle should help to speed you up a little.
Yes. I'm very much English.
Battle? You mean you're going to fight him? Oh, no, the poor lad's not ready.
Whereabouts are you from, Jericho?
Me? Why would I rumple my nice clean robe when I have you to do my dirty work for me?
Oh, God.
What? You're going to make me fight my own grandson?
Who better, Lord Robert? You have mastered all our secrets now. There is no one better suited to the task. And besides, I've always wanted to see two princes of Dundrasil battling it out. Let me know when you are ready to begin.
This is interesting. Is this a fight I can lose, I wonder? Are you from the US, Jericho? Does everyone like NASCAR over there? I didn't think it was that popular, was it? The secret technique of the Luminary of Legend, eh? If you can master that, there'll be no stopping you. But listen, laddie, I'm not going to make it easy for you. After all, I've got my own secret power to master. Get yourself ready for a right Royal Rumble. Gonna watch some WWE. Let's fight.
Before we continue, allow me to give your grandfather an unfair advantage. All in the name of speeding up your training, of course.
Oh.
That's not fair.
Oh.
I mean, he is an old man, to be fair, though.
Oh, aye! I've not felt this alive in decades! Let me add a little blighter!
That's the spirit. Don't hold back. Show him the true power of our last and greatest secret.
Just you watch me.
Luminary, prepare yourself. Beat back the onslaught and unleash the technique if you can. The more you use it, the stronger it will become. You must practice until it is perfect.
Love the sound of that song. How's it going, Backer crew? How is the crew of the backers? I've been looking after Mo for you. What's up, guys? Good to see you. Please, guys, give back a crew. Oh my god. Oh my god. Kermit, you're too kind. Thank you. Please give back a crew a follow, guys. Excellent channel. I wouldn't say that unless I actually meant it. That's all you need to know. No raid without your Hane. Yeah, no. That's true. Kermit, thank you, man. Appreciate it. 3 months now. Got your new coloured badge. Got the green badge of Destiny. I'll just add that forever. Just add of Destiny to everything and it'll work, won't it? Get sound showered. That doesn't sound good, though, does it? Yeah, you guys have got... Yeah, look, chocolate waffles. That's fucking amazing. I want some of those. I could really go for one of those right now, actually. I'm really hungry. Yeah, Jericho, I thought, like... I never really saw the thrill of NASCAR, personally. It's just... I don't know. Do they have any tracks that don't have you going, like, you know, just turning left? Like, do they turn right in some of them? Or how does it work? I've only seen the left, the tracks where they just turn left, and that's it. Oh, the sub badges are different waffles with different toppings. Okay. Wait, what's the 1 year one then, Chris? Oh, what? Sorry, what were you playing? Were you playing Battle Chasers? I really wanted to try that. Is it any good? Yeah, Kermit, great dude. Yeah, really good, thanks. They go right when they crash, I guess. How's it going, Rug? Yeah, I guess you're right. Basically everything you know from NASCAR is from that one South Park episode. There's like one, maybe two, but it swivels mostly. Yeah, because I seem to remember like playing a NASCAR game back in the Sega Saturn days that had like some courses that had like some actual, well, more than one turn in it. Have more fun watching rugby. I don't understand jack shit about it. I don't know a lot about rugby actually, but it is it's quite fun to watch.
Come, laddie. It's time to show you what this old man can do.
Really like Battle Chasers. You have to redo some of the dungeons to level up a bit. The story is pretty interesting. It has some nice gimmicks. I really liked the art style of it. I thought it looked really nice. Let's change the tactics. Or actually, you know what? Let's just fight wisely. See if that works. What the fuck? That's not good. That was strong. Who was playing tonight? Was it you, Chris? I'm being cheap, Kermit. I'm waiting until it's a bit cheaper before I buy it. If I'm totally honest. Oh, it was you, Kermit. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. You guys had a good evening, yeah? Oh, here we go. Wait, that was it? Uh-oh. I do have enough to play. Yeah, that's true. I'm not going to be running out of stuff to play anytime soon. Definitely not. I don't know if that's a blessing or a curse sometimes. Okay, so that was stronger that time. Wow. So I just had to do it 3 times. That was it. We just killed our granddad.
Oh, yes. Wonderful. I couldn't have beaten him more soundly myself.
You called?
I must say, I doubted you had it in you. But you have proved me wrong. And for once, that is no bad thing.
Appreciate the sound shower. Chris, thank you, dude. Sorry, I was busy renewing that sub. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. You're also on the green badge of destiny. Sorry, the green emerald of destiny. Rug, I'm not trying to bully Rab. I'm not trying to. That's very kind, Chris. Thank you. You're a man of great taste. You and Kermit. Quadra slash.
The power of the technique comes from your heart.
Oh god, her accent is really annoying.
Hone that greatest of weapons, and none will be able to stand before you. Now, I think it's time we peeled that old degenerate off the flagstones, don't you?
Has anyone ever seen American Tail? And there's like this suffragette mouse in it that sounds just like her. Oh god, it's so annoying. Quadra slash her, yeah. You know, fine people gather among fine people. It's very true. It's very true. That is a very good point.
Me, even with the last secret of Angry-La on my side. Oh, I can't believe how much you've grown, laddie.
You weren't too much of an embarrassment, no. Perhaps I finally have a disciple worthy of the name.
It's the spaghetti monster.
This is where you have been hiding. Wait, I know that voice.
Is that Mordragon? Is that his true form?
Mordragon.
Oh, sorry, Mordragon, sorry.
Sniveling worms. You thought to escape my clutches by cowering here in this ruined world. You have only delayed the inevitable.
No! Curse you! I had thought your powers could not reach us here. It seems I underestimated you. So inconsiderate. There was one last thing I wanted to teach you. Fine. It seems we must do it the hard way. You two will just have to learn the ultimate ability here and now. Or die trying.
No pressure then.
What? So the last secret of Angri-La wasn't the last one? And Quadra Slash wasn't either?
Of course not, foolish man. There is another. A supreme skill devised by Grandmaster, i.e. one that Erdwin and Morkan performed together.
Wait, so is it a pep power?
Well, don't just stand there. Combine your powers. Revive the technique that was lost to us so long ago.
It's really hard to like take you seriously as being angry when you're just fucking grinning.
So that I can die happy.
You dare to resist me?
You must do exactly as I say. Exactly when I say it. We have only one chance. Robert, do not think. Act. Use the technique I taught you. Quickly! Now, Luminary! Unleash Quadra Slash!
This is so anime. If only the music wasn't shit.
Yes, the last and greatest of all the secrets of Angri-La. The technique to end all techniques. Solar flare!
Alvin, that was perfect, man. And we're back. Sorry, I missed the message there. I forgot we even had that sound effect. Oh Mo, if only you were like a couple of seconds earlier.
He is back with us.
So I missed something from Chris there. Can I say I don't really sub many channels? In fact, just 3. But you are cool. You appreciate it, and you are who you are. So how could I not support you? But mostly there's Johanne, so I'll stay. Chris, honestly, that means a lot, man. It really does. I really try to be like exactly how I would normally be in real life. Anyone that's met me, I would hope, would be able to say that, you know, I'm exactly the same on here as I am in real life. So that does mean a lot. Thank you, man. The music is, oh god, yeah, the poor music. It's getting a absolute. I'm ripping the shit out of it.
But he is greatly weakened. We must get him to the temple right.
Oh, sorry, skipped a bit. Exhausted after the events in the void, Snow falls into a deep sleep. In his dreams, he sees the smiling face of Grandmaster Pang lit by the light of the ultimate ability of Angri-La. Then morning comes. Do they always say then morning comes? Is that a thing? He likes Sonic a lot in real life. I don't like to admit it, Rug, because Sonic fans scare the shit out of me, in all honesty. That's why you have to effing come to TwitchCon or Riot. Actually, I am Sonic in real life. No. No.
Ah. You are finally awake. Good. I feared you had suffered some lasting injury.
I'm even shorter in real life. That's rich, Reese.
Lord Robert awoke a short while ago. He's outside speaking with the High Lama. We should join them.
Whenever they say the High Lama, I can only think of like an actual llama with like a pointy hat on or something, like robes. I do like Sonic though. I do like Sonic. But I'm critical of Sonic. If the game's shit, I'm going to tell you. Good morning, Luminary. When your friend carried you in here unconscious, I was deeply concerned, but by the grace of heaven it seems that you have suffered no lasting harm. Lord Robert and His Holiness await you outside the High Hall. I am sure they will be as relieved as I to see you see you well. I can't speak. Like what? Oh yeah, is he gonna look normal, or is he gonna be skinny again? Sure, people have advantages hiding in crowds, though. Chris, have you been to a gig before? Being short in a crowd, it's not good.
Oh, hello there, laddie.
I nearly fainted in one crowd because it got so hot. But yeah, for hiding, sure.
What are you staring at me like that for? Is there something on my face?
It is your physique, Lord Robert. You were a good deal slighter only a short time ago.
Oh, that! Nothing a good breakfast couldn't cure. Aye, the Grand Master put me through worse on more than one occasion.
What the fuck did you eat to get that fat that quickly?
Lord Robert has told me what came to pass in the void, that you met Grand Master Pang, and that she trained you in the ancient arts.
Literally just like chugging lard or something.
I hear that you were even able to master the ultimate abilities of your ancestor Erdwin. You have my congratulations.
Rug, I'm not going to quadra-slash the bald kid.
And I hear that I owe you a debt of thanks, Sir Henrik, for looking after the boy here while I was away.
Please think nothing of it, my lord. It is the least I could do to make amends for all the wrongs I have done. Indeed, I feel I must apologize.
Ah, don't torture yourself over it, son. We've all been pawns in Mordigan's game. You've nothing to apologize for.
Thank you. Truly. What do you intend to do now? We had hoped to find guidance here in Angri-La, but alas, we find ourselves at an impasse.
Well, funnily enough, I was just thinking about something Grandmaster Pang told me.
That's one way of looking at it, Chris, definitely.
She said old Erdwin used a very special form of transport when he went after the Dark One. Some sort of sacred flying contraption.
Are we getting the R version of the High Wind?
Whatever could that mean?
I didn't get the chance to ask her any more about it. But it sounds like just what we need to get up to that castle and knock Mordigan off his perch. As for our old friends, none of them were exactly the giving up type, eh? If I'm still alive and kicking, you can bet the rest of them are out there somewhere. So, what say we head over to Arborea and keep an eye out for our pals on the way? If this flying doodad's supposed to be sacred, the folks over there will know something about it for sure.
Doodad's a good word. Doodar's better though, I'd say. Guess you need sleep. I fantasize weird stuff again. Are you off to bed, Chris?
There's no time to lose. The longer we wait, the stronger Mordigan gets. So, let's get going.
Yay! New panels have been unlocked in his character builder. Right, okay. I was wondering, like, because some of the characters seem to have a lot more going on in terms of abilities, didn't they? I should, but I want to stay a bit longer. Well, I'm not gonna, you know, I won't say either way. If you need to sleep though, please sleep. Rab can now use the Pearly Gates ability, and Snow and Rab can now use the Solar Flare pep power.
Honored Luminary, we disciples of Angri-La will do all that we can to aid you in your preparations to take on the Lord of Shadows.
I appreciate it, guys. Yeah, Kermit, you too. Appreciate it.
We have even devised a special training regime for you. Visit us again soon. We will stand ready to help you hone your powers.
I've got Rob's new gear. We can change his look. What if overcoming the unforgiving trials of Grandmaster Pang and mastering the most closely guarded secrets of Angri-La? Twist is that the real bad guy is also conducting the music throughout the game. Oh, can you actually imagine that? It wouldn't surprise me. In the least, it would not surprise me. There we go. We got King Rab. Was it Crow's Claws? I think he had before. Yeah, I'll save the heavy wand for Veronica, I think. Advantage of having a TV mounted to the wall in front of the bed is that you can go to sleep. You can go sleep lurk at some point. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Chris. Yeah. I do that, but I would do it with my I stick my iPad on and lurk in someone's channel usually. I still don't know what to do with Rab. Like, do I make him magic based or do I make him strength? If I give him the Warlock card, I don't know. Oh, hang on, there's, yeah, prevents spells and abilities from being sealed away. I'll give him that. And we'll give him protect against curses and dark attacks, maybe? Yeah. We'll do that for now. Right, so we've got to go for Arborea now. Dude turned into Wolverine. I mean, you know, give Hugh Jackman a few years, he might look like that. So I just want to get a save in quickly before we move on. Sugiyama is the real villain of this game. I like the term sleep lurk. That is a good term. I mean, the old man is, from the reports, I saw a video about him. He seems like a bit of an old dickhead, doesn't he? Doesn't seem like a nice person, let alone the fact that he's so resilient to changing it to MIDI, from MIDI to like orchestral music. No, Chris, I'm the same, dude. I can't. I have to have something on generally, unless I'm absolutely exhausted. I need something on to sleep to. Definitely. You're the only one in your family who doesn't leave the TV on while sleeping. I think most people do. Hi, Rosa. You're pretty bad for that. I don't think it's a problem, though, is it? Let's get everyone fighting wisely. That's massive overkill there.
Stay down.
I wanted to get on the wasp because I wanted to get the little doodah over here. Yeah, I don't think it's a problem. I mean, it depends on if you've got a TV that like uses up a shitload of power or not, I guess. But most of them nowadays are pretty alright, aren't they? You know what? I'm going to get into a few fights because I want to try and get this I want to try and get this quest done for the pet powers. Okay, come on, dude. That's overkill. Yeah, sleep timer. Yeah, that's cool. I'll usually like stick Twitch on or YouTube. And YouTube, after a certain period of time, will stop doing autoplay. So I've really been getting into like watching Star Trek scenes on YouTube recently. I don't know why. Just suddenly got back into watching them. Oh, excuse me. Let's fight one of these dragons, shall we? Because this is the thing we've got to kill. Yeah, we need our pep powers. I might have to go back to manual and just go for normal attacks. Yeah, God, we're even killing that too quickly. Thank you, Rosa. And Chris. Got pizza and beer now. You're such a student, Reese. No, there's a little... Oh, look. There's a little snowman over there. Yeah, I'm going to do some normal attacks, see if we can build up this bar. God, I'm so hungry. I might have to make some toast or something. Follow orders. Right, yeah, so we're just going to do normal attacks here. Try and build that. Actually, no, I think if I just keep defending... I think that was what people said. Because I think the pep builds up when you get hit more. So yeah, I'll just keep defending for a bit. See if that works. These are probably the worst quests I've found in this game so far. They're not particularly fun. That's a new one. What the fuck is Rab wearing? That's his King's gear. Right, there's one. Just need Hendrik now. Oh, actually, problem is now we've got to be pretty quick because that pep will run off in a few turns. Who did that? Who did that? Is anyone going to own up to that? Chris? Thank you, dude. That's really kind of you. I don't know what I do to deserve you guys sometimes. I don't think that wasn't random, right? Totally intentional. Yeah, okay. Was that actually you, Chris? It was, right? Oh shit, okay, right, there you go. Need to be quick. Must be quick. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, gentleman and scholar. Logged in with the wrong account. I suppose it doesn't really matter, does it? Right. Yeah, we've got to do this quickly. So we've got to fight another one of those dragons. Dragons that aren't dragons. Before the pep runs out. Done it. You can tell it's done by the same guy as Dragon Ball, can't you? Yeah, it does look like Shenlong, doesn't it?
All is well that ends well.
I heard your cameo in Backer House is almost on the road, Mr. Soundshower. How do you feel about that? Do you reckon? Can I actually teleport back yet to places? I can. Am I? Right, the sleep lurking is fine. Sleep lurking is absolutely fine. Let's get another heal in, shall we? Oh yeah, Rob has probably got some more abilities now, hasn't he? Yeah. Sorry, Rab. Enlightenment. Jesus, that's open a lot. Max MP up. Magical Might. Agility. Agility. I need to put more points into his claw abilities here. What was the middle one? Caster Sugar. Where do you want to go? Can opener. Crit chance, crit chance. MP absorption. Blows away all positive effects. That seems really good. Like debuffing. Yeah, okay, we'll go down here. If I get that ability first. It's confirmed, I think. You're just making up things for me now. Oh, what, Reese? My friend's channel. Not merging, no. Not merging with it. My channel is still my channel. Crit, can opener. I want to see what's this thing in the middle here. It's just a stack crit, I guess. Air Rays, a blistering wind-infused upward claw strike against a single enemy. That sounds good. Snow, we want great swords. Frostfang, attack power up. Wait, did I not get that? No, I'm gonna get that. And then we'll save up for the Giga Smash. What's this? Grab your sub now for an effective sleep lurk sound show. Once you feel the tingle in your ear, you'll never go back. Wait, what? Have I set myself up as a sole trader yet? What does that involve, Reese? What's the sort of benefit of that? What I have been looking into is applying for universal tax credits, because it might be able to keep me going as far as streaming goes. Oh, PR's your thing. Okay, bigging me up. My congratulations. I know that you've passed the trial. The aura of triumph flows from your every chakra. You have seen the true power of my first teaching of Angrilar. Summon that same spirit on the battlefield and none shall stand in your path. Though this enlightenment is its own reward, please allow me to add a small token of my own congratulation. May it serve you well in the battles to come. Not all have been as successful as you in passing this trial. Many years ago, a disciple named Robert attempted it, but fled at the first sight of the serpent. Some say that it was not fear that made him flee, but that he purposefully failed the trial in order to earn the Grandmaster's ire. Truly, he was a glutton for punishment. I'm learning more about Rob that I don't want to know. I pray that you do not develop similar proclivities. The training that our disciples undergo here may be harsh, but only by overcoming such trials can one hope to find enlightenment. I think you get a slight bursary for working from home and it helps things organisationally. It's also a legal requirement if you get more than £1,000 in a single year from Twitch. Oh, really? Okay. I haven't quite made that much money yet in the year. I think I checked the other day, and I think I made about $970 so far. At least from, like, Twitch subs and bits and stuff. Excluding any donations. If you don't set yourself up as a sole trader, it's effectively tax evasion. Oh shit! How do you go about doing this? I don't wanna do that. Because I thought it'd be the same as just like normal tax stuff, where you have to earn over 12.5 grand to get taxed in the first place. You can do it over the phone. Maybe they'll ask that if I ask for this universal tax credit stuff, or universal tax. Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but it sounded useful. Because if I can just get enough money to pay my rent, I can basically keep doing this for as long as as long as I want. Although I may never be able to move out of my house ever. Hang on, what am I doing? I can just zoom out. Let's see. Mount Panglai. Which one was it? Because there was an area that I wanted to explore. I wanted to comment on that collaboration thing the other day. To merge would have felt like a bad idea. But it's always nice to have a channel together with other people, speaking from experience, as you know. Being on your own is still something nice, as it gives your own channel a special personality. No, yeah, it's this. I'm not changing that. This is totally my channel. I've still got to work out with my mate like how much he wants me to actually do, because ideally I don't want to cut a streaming day out of my week. And that video that I did the other day, it took me fucking ages to do, and it really like scares me how long it took me to do. Makes bookkeeping a lot more easier, and as a sole trader you have to do a tax return, right? Yeah, Reese, I would have thought that was only if you earned like 12.5 grand a year off of it. Multi-bash. Multi-bash consists of 4 quick medium-strength blows made at random. Who knows where they might land? That's not particularly useful. But again, I'm no expert in all of this stuff. I really should have looked into it, shouldn't I? Would kind of force each of the community viewers onto the other person somehow. In theory, yeah. The only issue is that he's a his channel is primarily, his main channel is based on racing games, whereas obviously mine is everything. Well, not everything, but you know, more variety based. So I'm not sure how well my streams will go, you know, come across to a racing community. I'm not sure how interested they'd be. Should we start streaming in English? It could be fun. Would you want to? You could maybe. Why would you want to, Rosa? Do you want to? Do you think? Are you thinking of like, in terms of because there's more people that speak English, maybe? Back a crouton English. It's over 1,000. You have to pay income tax to reach that threshold, though. Right. Okay. I'll have to look into this, dude, because that's something I never even really considered, because I thought it would be much higher than that. Why could I not go up here before? Because obviously I've been to Puerto Valor before. Oh, actually, Should we check that out? See if there's anything there, any extra stuff there. I'm gonna have to run there, aren't I? I think I remember them saying I have to run back to everywhere that I visited before to be able to zoom over to it again. Nuts. You can PM me on Discord. I've discussed all of it with my mum, ex-bookkeeper, respect to Carl's channel. That would be really useful, actually, Reese. Because I was, like I said, I was already looking into that tax credits thing. If I could get kind of a head start to kind of work out how it all goes, that would be incredibly useful. Yeah, it is hard, isn't it? Growing is hard. It's been on that thing for 2.5 years now with niche stuff. I mean, what you might, if you feel, if you wanted to try it, maybe it would be worth doing, like, maybe trying one stream a week where you do doing English stream, just to like test the waters a little bit, and then just see how you get on. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You could always try it though. And you guys have a really like professional looking stream. It's a good setup. You've got a good set of people all streaming together. It's getting yourself out there is the problem, isn't it? It's getting yourself out there and making good networking with other streamers, I feel. Yeah, I'm not changing. I'm not changing my stream. I might, like, I'll evolve it, but I won't change it too much. I wonder if these guys will have new gear now that I've come back. Perhaps. Is there any new... No new quests currently. Speaking English does open you up to a much wider audience. Yeah, that's true. At the same time, you don't want to alienate your German fans either, though, do you? I know, I know a lot of you guys speak very good English anyway, but doesn't mean everyone will, does it? Aurora Blade. Oh wait, I've already had one of those. Black Blade. Demon's Bane, that's the one I've already got. So yes, they have got new stuff. Edged Boomerang Lolly Stick. Battle Fork Kestrel Claws. Is that not what I've got at the moment? Oh, I think I have, but I fucked up the thing for it. I don't think I didn't make it properly. This is always the problem with changing something like massive with your stream. Like, it was the same with like changing start times for me. Initially, it's like, yeah, it's gonna suck because I'm gonna lose like a good chunk of my viewers because they can only view during the day. But at the same time, I think it was better for me personally to change to what I have now. So Back is one of the few really good German channels on Twitch, I feel. So if they go English, it'd be kind of a loss. That's why, yeah, Mo, that's why I was thinking like maybe if you did like one stream a week where you did English just to try it out, see if it worked. The only problem with that is like you'd have to try it for ages. Well, potentially, you know, like a couple of weeks, couple of months to see maybe any difference in it. And even then, if you go back to German again, they're not going to tune in. It's a difficult one, isn't it? I'm kind of lucky because I can only speak English. I have no choice. Carl constantly berates me for throwing random Japanese in chat. I mean, I suppose, you know, you're not going to say anything super dodge, are you? You've actually helped me out once or twice, Reese, with that. Because there was a Japanese person that came in like once or twice and you've been able to like translate what they're saying. Really do have a few viewers who can't English, which mostly leads us to try to translate most of the English games already to make it somewhat accessible for them. That in itself is useful, Chris. Though you've got like a good niche there because you're able to translate these English games into German. English speaking Saturday. Oh, by the way, guys, I just wanted to run things by you. You know, I've been thinking of doing a random game thing on Wednesdays. I came up with a genius idea of calling it Wandom Wednesdays. It's not that genius, but I thought that might work, maybe. Probably end up doing that on our individual channels somehow. That's a way to do it, maybe, Chris.
Fucking genius!
You liked Weird Wednesday better. Weird Wandom Wednesdays. Wonderfully weird Wandom Wednesdays. I'll write that down. You're not lucky with German translations for games, so I guess we have to go through that. I mean, you know what? By the sounds of it, like, this is just, you know, not thinking about all of the ins and outs of it. I think you'd be best with keeping the Backer Crew channel as like totally German. If you want to do some English streams, maybe do them in your own streams, like you said. And then you can funnel people back and forth between them, perhaps. And you can grow that way. Each, like, personally and as a channel together. It's not perfect. It's definitely not perfect, but... Because, I mean, you know, if you get English people in the Backer Crew channel, you can still interact with them, can't you? I don't think that's an issue. You can switch back and forth between both languages. Right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to run around the world map just so we can unlock some areas here. Pretty much how we do now already, yeah. Mostly do just for fun streams on our individual channels. You don't often do... do you have a schedule on your individual channels? I know Kermit's doing the Zelda stuff. I'm almost doing sim streams most of the time. I'm just doing stuff all over the place. Has a complete German name. Oh, I could do English streams. Hey, it could work. Don't feel like you should rebrand yourself though, Rosa. By the way, am I saying it right? Is it Rosa? Because if I was to say it normally, I would say Rosa. But I assumed, like, you know, being German, it would be Rosa, perhaps. I've just realised I've been saying it for ages, and I don't want to be mispronouncing it. So during one of the Dan Game Romper streams, I had people from England and France. Quadruple language stream: English, German, French, and Japanese. Oh my god. Kermit can multitask. No, you don't have a fixed schedule on your individual channels. The main channel has a set schedule though, right? Pretty much the colour pink. That is it. So it is the way I'm saying it, the correct way. Let's go. Yeah, we'll go down here. I think I need to unlock this campsite again. Yeah, because normally, like, if I was to look at it, I would say Rosa. Rosa, okay. There we go. What are you doing here? Came here via the collapsed valley up ahead, but things are pretty messed up over to the west there. Must be because it's so close to where the world tree fell. I've been hearing about a crowd of young men roaming the land in outlandish costumes, making all sorts of unholy commotion as well. Be careful whatever you do. 3 more targets still. Bloody hell. What are these, like, target things can actually give us? I mean, find them all. I've not completed one yet, as far as I'm aware. No, it's not that, Chris. You know, I just like to, I don't want to deliberately get someone's name wrong. If I can avoid it. Unless it's, like, totally unpronounceable to me. And then I can't really help it. Oh, this is where it comes out. I see. I'm just gonna... Actually, I won't bother. Still don't know how to get over there. Just gonna go back to the mini medal school. I think I can get around this way. There's another campfire. Hey, Sarah, how's it going? Good to see you. I heard you're having trouble with your PC or your laptop or something. I never complain to me, I mispronounce stuff all the time. Oh, don't get me wrong, Rosa. I'm always mispronouncing stuff. Always. There's this place we're just about to visit now is like it's a French school, and I cannot do the French pronunciations at all, so I just get angry. Just makes me really grumpy. How the fuck do you get that? Is there a flying enemy here I can ride? I guess not. Thing now, I'm gonna have to like scour the landscapes again for more items.
Stop whining.
There you go. French, yeah. There's this this school has got like French people. Some people are French, and the actual text is said with like French twangs. I'm like, I can't read that. Gotta get a new one. Are they replacing it for you? Like, was it within its warranty or? Actually, I should be all right now. Just want to see if they've got any gear. Oh, hang on, there's a quest there as well. I am Madame Labouche. I have been watching you since you first set foot on Academy grounds. I've held my tongue until now, but I can hold it no more. How dare you traipse around this honourable... What? Yeah, okay. These girls will one day be shining stars of Erdrian Hort society. What? They should not be mixing with riffraff. And you, mon petit filou, fuck off. Fucking French. The raffiest ruffian I have ever had the displeasure to witness wandering these hallowed grounds. I'm having to bloody, like, translate it back into English. Yeah, Sarah, I kind of assumed. I just can't pronounce it. I can't do a French accent. But there is hope for you yet. If you wish to prove that you are indeed a gentleman worthy of the Academy, you must dress to impress me. Dress to impress me, that is. Come back with me and looking a little more chicette shock. Smart and stylish, and I will see if you measure up to my exacting standards. Do we have an accord? Wait, what do we have to wear? Great response, mate. That's the spirit, boy. Now, there are several ways to boost your style. First and foremost, you must gain experience and take your statistics vital to another level. Statistics vital, I would have thought. But that alone will not suffice. The gentleman must ensure that the entire ensemble excludes elegance. Weapons, accessories, every single thing you equip affects how stylish you appear. Pick out the equipment that best shows you off to your best advantage. Come back when you've made a true Prince Charming of yourself. God damn it. Wait, is there a character called Riff Raff in Rocky Horror? I don't think I've actually seen that before. Let's see. No, not good enough. Okay, so do we have to reach a certain level then? Is it literally level? Try different kinds of equipment and see what sends your stylishness soaring. Don't know. Oh, pretty much equip a ton of high charm gear. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, I can't pronounce any. I can't do French accents. That's why it's her name. Her lips are huge. Oh, it's Richard O'Brien's character. Okay, I love Richard O'Brien. Did you guys ever see a show called Crystal Maze? Just feeding myself more biscuits here. Crystal Maze is fucking amazing. If you haven't seen it. Mumsy. Yeah, Crystal Maze is good. It's quite good now with the oh shit, it's got I forget his name now. The guy from IT Crowd is in it. He's good. He's good, but it's not quite the same. It's not quite as good. Sarah, you need to get some of these. Right. I don't think any of the weapons give... Oh, hang on. Platinum Sword gives charm. I could take the Heliodor Shield to get some charm. Gold Platter, though. No, Shield of Heliodor. Gives you a bit more charm. Sarah, get either hobnobs or digestives, chocolate ones. I'm so glad someone else remembers the whole Mumsy quote as well. Oh, what album with Ed Tudor Pole? That's it, Chris. Yeah, Richard Ayoade. That's another word I can't say. This has like basically maximum charm at the moment, I think. What I'm currently wearing. Yeah. I don't think anything's going to be better than that. What about this? Shield Bearer gives a load of charm. I wonder how high we have to get it. 178. 183. 184. 189. It's going to be like 200 or something, isn't it? Yeah, okay, so Bling Bling Belt's the best one. Hang on, was there... You know what the bad thing is? I didn't see what I was wearing before. Yeah, 189 is the highest I can get so far. Yeah, Robot Wars was good. I used to watch a load of Robot Wars back when it was first on. Yeah, Sarah, they're amazing. You'll be like, how the fuck did I live without these? Ah, fuck's sake. Alright, that's not enough then. Boo. Now I've got to try and work out what to equip again. What did I have? Was it Assassin? No. Vanguard, Supplicant. Strength Ring. I had... Oh, it was those two. That was it. It was the last two. Oh, hang on. Where is it? Dragon Scale. That's it. Only actually knew it for YouTube. Kind so uploaded all the episodes. Huge fan of these type of game shows. Can't French, but I saw like 12 seasons of Fort Boyardee. Is it Boyard? Boyard? Is that the one where they like flew around in helicopters? Am I thinking of the right one? Oh damn! Wow, that's a lot of quests. Oh, why do you all speak French? Welcome to the academy. I'm Madame Augustine, and I've been a teacher here for 40 years. I cannot count the number of young girls that have passed through these hallowed halls. I remember one girl in particular who caused me more headaches than all the others put together. She was a naughty, that word, who was always getting herself into mischief. But no matter how much trouble she caused, you could not help but smile at her antics. She was the breath of fresh air that messes up your hair. But then, one cold and frosty winter morning, just a few days before the graduation, she ran away. She sent a letter a few days later saying she would not be coming back. Voila, she never did. That was 30 years ago. I'm an old woman now. Soon I will leave this place too. But before I go, I want her to have her diploma, the certificate I would have given her on her graduation day. Only when that is done can I retire sans regrets. Can you help me, mon cher? Can you find this girl and give her the diploma I have been holding on to all these years? Gear that glitters. Damn, this is all worth doing as well. That's the one with the stone fort in the sea. They have to get the key, yeah. Thank you, Sarah. You rebuilt it in Minecraft ages ago. Zune Fee. The postmark shows that it was sent from the Crystal Kingdom of Sniffelheim. Perhaps if you were to go there, the locals might be able to give you some kind of clue as to her whereabouts. Her name is Liliane. Liliane? Please, you must go to Sniffelheim, find her, and deliver the diploma. Okay, that's easy enough. Not quite. No. Don't. Let's not get started. I'm gonna, like, pretend not to even, like, know at all. No attempt will be made. It's me, Malodorine. Oh, God. And I smell absolutely rotten. Run out of perfume. This is awful. Now everyone will find out how stinky I really am. I'd rather die. You have to help me, please. Could you go and see my daddy and ask him for another bottle? Pretty please. Oh, thank you. It just sounds like Arnie, doesn't it? My daddy's name is Fatilde. He can make the prettiest smelling perfume in the whole wide world. He unusually sends me a new bottle every month, but for the last 2 months, nothing has come. I nailed that pronunciation. It'll like be one out of 10 times. I'll get it right. My family recently moved to the Cryptic Crypt, just to the west of Hoto. I hear a lot of scary monsters have been seen there lately. I hope they don't have anything to do with my perfume going missing. I'd be ever so grateful if you go there and make sure my daddy's okay. I'll bring me back some perfume too. So I'll come to the UK with the crew and we go to the Crystal Maze live experience. Oh god, yeah, you know what? Apparently that's quite fun. I've heard that's quite fun. I'm massively out of shape though, and I'm an idiot, so I don't know how much help I'll be. Spiked armor. Miracle sword next. That sounds good. How good is this armor? Yo. 50% chance of reflecting damage taken. That is literally the perfect armor for that young man. Just like we are. We can be embarrassing together. Here's Kermit, he'll smart ass us. Okay. Hello, Traveller. It's me, Conchella. How do you fancy testing your puzzle-solving skills in a right royal riddling spectacular? Did you not literally just hear what I said, Conchella? Oh, 5 mini-medals, though. Yeah, you're a first-rate recreation, Traveller. A good sport. Now, let the games begin. Riddle me this. What sort of single-handed sword sounds like you should pilfer it? If you think you know the answer, equip it and come show me. That's going to depend on if I've actually got the weapon. Bandit blade. The riddle's an unyielding unit, a hard one, so I'll give you a clue. What do you think the sword would say if it wanted you to pilfer it? Snatch me, pinch me, steal me? Oh dear, I think I've presented the pastime. I've given the game away. If you worked out what the answer is, equip it and come show me. No? Okay. Do I not have it? That's the problem. I don't have all of the blades. Doesn't seem to be any of those, does it? Nah. Might have to see if I can make one. Though honestly, there are quite a few shows I'd be happy I could see. I love the Cube too. It never really made it over here. Also, ITV VOD stuff is Regionox. Yeah, you have to get was it VPNs and stuff for that, don't you? For that sort of stuff, if you really want to get it. I tell you what though, we don't. Like the game shows over here now are nowhere near as good as they were back in the 90s. We had some really, really good ones back in the 90s. They're not bad now, just not as many of them. Yeah, I don't know if they actually show them. I don't know if you can see them online. Again, though, that might be my nostalgia talking right there. Yeah, it could be my nostalgia talking. Right, just gonna try and explore and open up some more places so I can quick travel to them. Like Saturday afternoon TV over here was amazing in terms of that kind of stuff. You got like basically everything. We're so much alike. Hey, that's not a bad thing. Why are you making sad face? That's a good thing, right? Oh yeah, can I get over here? I can. I must have gone here before, I think. Overkill. Massive overkill there. More like you can relate, right? I think you're a wee bit younger than I am, though, aren't you, Chris? Oh, did I not get this? How did I... Oh, maybe I couldn't get this before because these bees weren't here. Sunny Citrine. Yeah, because there's another bit around the corner there as well. Oh, yeah, yeah, a little bit younger. I can call you young man. Saturday prime time is best for game shows, yeah. Definitely. Yeah, I don't know if... I probably couldn't get across here before. I don't know now. You know what? Apart from feeling a little bit less fit, I don't feel like any different mentally in my 30s. So that's not an issue. Don't worry about it too much. You don't look 30 either. I'm not just saying that. Oh yeah, it's phenomenon over here, isn't it? We'll go and see them. Why can't I go across there mounted? That's silly. What is going on here? Is that a guy wrestling with like a giant monkey? Oh, it's a tiger. Oh, it's a tiger man.
That man is in danger. We must go to his aid.
Oh, that can only be one person. It's like in Sylvando.
Oh, no, you don't, honey. Not unless you want to carry those clothes home in a bag. Well, don't say I didn't warn you.
Sylvando, darling, you were fabulous. So fierce.
They're going for a bit of a stereotype here, aren't they?
Fierce doesn't even begin to describe it. You were ferocious.
Oh my god.
Can it be? Can it truly, truly be? Truly, truly, truly? It is. I think it really is. Darling, it's so wonderful to see you. Oh, I thought you were lost to me forever.
Like, basically 95% of the gay people that I know are not like this at all.
You two are acquainted? And what is it that you do, exactly?
Oh, come now. Isn't it obvious? We're fighting an epic battle to bring back something the world has lost. It's Smile! That's right, darlings. We're on a quest to bring sunshine and laughter back to every corner of this drab world. My little parade has picked up quite the cavalcade of warriors for wondrousness. Aren't they just so much fun? But never mind that now. I can't believe you're alive. It's a miracle. I thought I'd never see you again. Excuse me? Oh, honey, I'm so sorry I forgot all about you. Are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
No, I am not. Thanks to you. You are more strong than you appear. My name is Da. I come from Phenomenon in the south. And if it were not for your help, I would not be returning there. Thank you.
Reese is getting drunk.
Oh, you're heading home. Then we better go with you. Can't have you getting attacked again now, can we? Listen, darling, you and me have got a lot to talk about. So what do you say you join the parade for a little while, huh? Come. You know you want to.
So does this like I wasn't gonna find Sylvando yet unless I went this way, because this isn't the way to go to the next like part of the story, which is quite interesting. Got an early morning tomorrow. Got to knock myself out. Okay. Chris, thank you. Thank you for the sleep lurk. Thank you for popping in. Thank you for all the kind support you've given. All the subs and everything. Enjoy your sleep. Hopefully see you again soon.
Oh, yay! I'm so excited. Okay, time for you to take your first steps as a soldier of the smile-spreading Special Forces. Here, put these on.
Oh god, what are we going to look like?
No, you look even more adorable than I thought you would. So proud. All right, boys. Let's make our newest recruit feel right at home. He's an old friend of mine after all. Lead on, darling! And don't let me cut you frowning. You're at the head of the world's premier gladness-bringing parade! All right, let's get out there and make the world smile! And... shimmy!
Is our character actually going to do it? That's the main thing. Alright, let's get moving to Phenomenon. Oh, and if we ever get separated for some reason, we'll meet back here, okay, honey? What if it's standing at the head of Sylvando's smile restoring parade and setting out to bring joy back to the world? What? Oh my god! Oh, this is great. The next host raid will come and that's a serious threat. Is it really a threat though? A promise maybe? Maybe less of a threat. Oh, hang on. Oh, do we have to... Are you that slow? Come on, guys. Why does it have to be this slow? I've seen some GIFs of this, so I know where it comes from now. At least it's not too far. He's really getting into it. Snow looks dead inside. I know, look, he's smiling. He likes it. Oh god, you're so slow. Look at his eyes. Hang on, can we glitch inside? His eyes are always like that. Oh god, please run faster. Like the hip thrust thing he's got going on. Guys, I'm going to swap over to Division 2 in a minute, by the way. Just to, I want to get a little bit of time in on it, because I'm not going to play it tomorrow, and I'm probably not going to play it over the weekend either. So I'm going to get to a save point, and we'll have a look at that, see what it's like, while we've got the beta. Just see if we can find a save point first. Yeah, this chap doesn't seem quite so enthused, does he? And Hendrik and Rob have just disappeared. They're having none of it. Did they have to make this like needlessly slow? Is that it? Do we just go in now? Yeah, they're stopping. They're not getting that float round that corner. I think our character's enjoying it, Mo.
And here we are at our destination, the beautiful, bustling tourist town of Nomnon.
Yeah, bustling.
Not here, too. The whole world is just so dreary these days.
Thank you for saving me. I must go now.
I wonder what can have made him venture so far from home in the first place. Might it have something to do with why the town is so quiet?
There's no tourists.
Sounds like a job for Sylph's detective agency. Leave this to me. Agents of happiness, soldiers of smile, go spread some special parade cheer and find out what's going on around here. Let's go to work.
Why can I not shake the feeling that Sylvando and I have met somewhere before?
You have, haven't you? Oh no, we don't know the backstory to Sylvando yet, do we? We think he's the Prince of Port Valor, don't we? I think. Our village is full of strange men. They look like performers of some kind, but there is something devilish about them. Could they be working for the Lord of Shadows? We found the person who hates gay people. Apparently. Right, yeah, I'm not gonna... Actually, I'll grab that quest. This guy's outfit's it. Why are we still waving? Mardi garb. Oh, that boosts charm by a lot. That would probably fix that. You know what? Actually, yeah. That would probably sort out that quest we were doing. So what's our charm at now? Hang on. Attributes. 211. Look, even like waves in the air. Loves it. Yeah, so it's got 53 defense, 100 charm. Let's port back to like if I can, zoom back to the school. See if that works. That's the first piece of gear we've got that's only needs one piece of equipment to change your look. Thing is, you can't sprint in it. You can literally just walk. You can't sprint. So I'm not sure I'd want to use this out and about. See if this is enough charm. I would have thought 200 charm is what we would need, right? Let's see. No, still not enough. Jesus Christ, how much do you need? Wow, it's actually... The Mardi garb is actually better than what we're wearing. Wearing? In terms of, like, defense, anyway. But yeah, being able to run is quite important, I feel. Phenomenon. Oh, I'm gonna go. Actually, I'll check the. I'll pick up that quest. Check the item shop just to see if they've got any new outfits for us. I feel like we might have to change out of this kind of gear soon, because I feel like the set bonus, the normal sets of armor are probably going to be better eventually, aren't they? See, it's going to be the same sort of stuff. Yeah, see, like, look, dragon mail is better. Fire damage and ice damage reduced. What about weapons? Carbon steel claymore. Demon's Bane's what we got. Silver claws, kestrel claws. I think that's what we got already. We just made some bad ones. Plus, you look like a right peacock wearing that other outfit. I don't suppose you know anything about food, do you? I'm a chef, you see. Right now I'm travelling around trying to learn more about the various cuisines of the world. I came to Phenomenon to pick up some rainbow rock salt. I hear it's their most popular and delicious souvenir. But when I got here, the locals told me that monsters had taken over the place they get it from. Everyone's too scared to go down there. Hey, you look like you can handle yourself. I don't suppose you could go and get me some, could you? I only need a little pinch of the stuff. 10 mithril. Okay. You will? Oh, that's great. Apparently they get it from a place called the Grotto del Fonte over in Laguna di Gondolia. God. Fucking Italian stuff now. Some kind of cave by the sounds of it, and the rock salt's somewhere near the middle. I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding it. We'll be waiting for you here. Good luck down there, and make sure you come back in one piece, okay? Said one piece. Found a great combo, Sambuca followed by beer. Didn't you have beer, then Sambuca, then beer again? Is that what you've had? Let's get a save in. No, like good chunk of the way through the game now, I think. Oh, you didn't finish your bottle of beer. Okay. Nursing it, Reese.